government in Nigeria. Nigeria Watch, the only media that have been consistent speaking against the bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Nigeria Watch, yo. No more bad government. Nigeria Watch. No more bad government. Nigeria Watch. No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad government. Nigeria Watch. No more bad government. For the poor. No more bad government. Nigeria Watch. No more bad government. Nigeria Watch media. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media. No more bad government. The number one media in Nigeria. No more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Nigeria Watch. No more bad government. Nigeria Watch, yo. The voice of the voiceless. The voice of the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Nigeria Watch media. Voice for the voiceless. Nigeria Watch media. Voice for the voiceless. The only media that have been speaking against bad government. Being consistency since 1944. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. 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 Nigeria Watch, yo. We have been seeing all you guys have been doing, and we recommending to everyone in Nigeria, saying that you guys are the number one. Nigeria Watch, yo.
Trying to locate Wike's Florida mansion using Google Street View. According to West Africa Weekly that conducted this investigative report, Wike's mansion is located at number 113 Spring Creek Lane. This seems like a gated estate. As you can see here, there's a road here. There's another one here, but this is just a close. It seems the middle one is the only entrance. Let's get closer. Turn around. This is Tucson Drive. Then turn around. Yeah, it's a gated estate, as you can see. Maybe we don't have access inside. Although they published a picture of the mansion on their website, you can go there and read the whole story. But this is just hypocritical and shows how corrupt these men are. They look Nigerians in the face. This is Wike that conducts weekly press conferences. He will be standing there preaching to Nigerians to have patience, that things will materialize in the nearest future. But here he is buying mansions abroad in the name of his family members. And his wife, being a judge, makes her a public servant. She's not allowed to own a foreign mansion. And also, according to the report, she is a card-carrying member of the US Democratic Party, which is another violation of the codes for public servants. According to West Africa Weekly, Wike, the FCT minister, bought this $2 million Florida mansion in March this year. That means he bought it while still a minister. This is against the law. Of course, no one should be expecting anything, no consequence for him because he belongs to APC. Anyone that belongs to APC, the EFCC or other security agencies, never charge them for any crime, even if the evidence is there for everyone to see. In fact, this is the major reason opposition members are decamping to APC, because they know If they don't belong to APC, the EFCC will look their way and charge them to court. One example is Ifeanyi Okowa, the former governor of Delta State, who was accused of misappropriating or stealing more than 1 trillion naira. So Wike will stand on the podium in many churches or stand in front of national televisions to tell Nigerians to have hope that the country will work for them. Hope is not for him. He is busy buying properties abroad, and just wait, people will come here to defend him, to make excuses on his behalf for why he needs to buy that property, for why a minister needs to own a foreign property. These are people who don't know where their next meal will come from. So you can understand how Nigeria works. Someone steals public money, using that money to buy properties abroad, no consequence. And supporters will continue supporting despite the fact that these people are stealing from them. As a matter of fact, the reason they are supporting them is because politicians are stealing from them. All the money they are stealing should have been used to improve their lives. If politicians invest in the people, all the wastages they use that money to invest in the people, Nigerians wouldn't have time to sing praises of politicians. That's the reality. Look at other countries, even neighboring West African countries here. They don't sing crazy praises for politicians. They try as much as they can to hold them to account. But here, everything is a job. Anyone can take up any job to try to clean up the image of any politician. They see it as a gig. They don't care about morality. Everything is business for them. That is why they support corrupt politicians. In Nigeria, the problem has always been that people don't really hate corruption. They hate the fact that they are not the ones involved. Yes, this was exactly why we didn't benefit much from military regimes over the years in Nigeria, unlike in some West African countries where they continue to benefit from military regimes. In fact, going forward, Nigerians shouldn't be talking about the kind of government. What they should be worried about is the performance from people in power. Yes, because they call this democracy. It's supposed to work if everyone follows the rules, but they do not follow the rules in Nigeria. In fact, they make their own rules. In some cases, judges will rewrite the laws for them so as to achieve whatever they want to achieve. Nigeria has never had a problem of laws. We have all sorts of laws, but the problem has always been enforcement. We have a very weak enforcement of our laws. And when judges rewrite laws, yes, practically interpret laws in order to favor politicians, then they are literally making them above the law. They can steal billions or trillions of naira and commit all sorts of atrocities. No one would ever hold them to account. Even if in some cases where there is a change of administration and the new administration decides to go after corrupt politicians, you see judges and courts freeing these politicians despite the fact that there is a massive evidence.
Isn't this too late? I mean, too early in the day? I mean, governance is what a lot of Nigerians will say. Let's focus on governance. So you're bringing, and you hear a lot of issues of ethnicity and religion when people want to start scheming. So people will say, this is another scheming that is coming up. Who is sponsoring this, Dominic?
So there's nobody sponsoring us. Like you rightly know, I'm a member of the All Progressive Congress, and I'm interested in, the party, my party, winning the 2027, general election. And you are also aware that there is a build-up, the opposition is really building up very seriously, against our party, in 2027. So the Northern Ethnic Nationality Forum is a group of northern ethnic groups that cross across even religious, divide, party affiliations, that have come together, and have been having conversations around the political space, how the 2027 is going to look and stuff like that. So there's nobody sponsoring us. we are interested, for those of us that are, members of this Northern Ethnic Nationality Forum, who are members of the APC, we felt it is the right time for us to come up with this advice. What we are doing is advice. We didn't want to go on the press.
Is it not a distraction?
No, it's not. It's not. It's
to
not
governance.
It's not. It's not a distraction.
Look at the time of the day.
Governance.
Economy needs to be rebuilt. Security needs to be worked upon. A lot of issues need to be fixed in the country. We're talking about religion.
Absolutely.
But, I mean, what has gone wrong in Shettima doing his job?
No,
and you guys are saying, drop Shettima.
We are not saying there is anything wrong with Shettima, but what we are saying that there is everything wrong with the Muslim thicket. The Muslim thicket is a betrayal of our national covenant, which was engendered by our founding fathers, to avoid polarization, to avoid, disenfranchisement of certain, religious group. And in the 2023 general election, there are a lot of Christians that were, disenfranchised as a result of that singular Muslim ticket. But you see, talk about, distraction. This is not a distraction. Like I said, we are only, advising Mr. President. And the onus is on Mr. President to pick who his running mate is in 2027. We are saying when that time comes, do not consider a Muslim.
Why don't you wait for that time?
Well, if you are talking,
is it not too early in the day?
It's not too early in the day, because preparation precedes manifestation. You must be prepared. If you are not planning, if you are not preparing to succeed, then you must have been planning to fail. What we are telling the president as members of the All Progressive, Congress, as members, as citizens who are in touch with the grassroots, is that, look, there may be quietness now with these issues, but when the campaign commences, seriously, I'm telling you that there is going to be serious issues, because you see, the Muslim thicket, if it is retained, is going to pose a threat. Is going to deplete, our support base, because as I speak with you, and this is a very serious information, there is this information that Atiku and Obi may align. The opposition coalition, they are not sleeping. They are working very seriously. And if Obi and Atiku comes together, we are talking about almost 14 million votes, as against our 8 million votes in the past, in 2023 general election. So what we are saying is that, Mr. President, look, you have to, and not only that, Jonathan is around the corner. The issue of Jonathan, nobody should wave it aside with a simple wave of hand, because it's a serious issue. There are certain persons within the North that are pushing for Jonathan. Bring back Jonathan to them. In fact, they are forming a cult-like kind of a follower. It's an agenda for most of them. And if Jonathan is in the ballot, Atiku and Obi are in the ballot, believe me, the Muslim thicket is not going to fly. So let's have a balance on that ticket, so that we can be able to reach out. People like us that are within, from the North Central, from the Middle Belt, can talk to our people. We can go to churches, we can go to Christians' enclave and speak to them, convince them, enlighten them, to vote for our party.
But your extrapolation seems to be on a wrong footing, on one ground, because if you look at it, it was primarily the candidate of the APC in 2023 that had a Muslim ticket. Atiku ran with Ifeanyi Okowa, who is a
matter, because if we are to move forward, we must first be willing to face the truth about where we stand. So my guest today is a man whose name is etched into Nigeria's civic and political consciousness. For more than 3 decades, he has been unflinching on the front line of advocacy and reform, challenging entrenched systems, confronting injustice without fear, and daring to speak truth to power, no matter the cost. A fearless public affairs commentator, a prolific author, and one of the most consistent voices calling for systemic change. He has, time and again, shaken the national conversation inspired hope in the disillusioned and compelled both leaders and citizens to re-examine the soul of our republic. His words do more than inform, they ignite. They've provoked reflection, unsettled complacency, and called an entire nation to conscience. Welcome to 60 Minutes with Mr. K, my dear brother and friend, Dele Farotimi.
Thank you very much. You scared me just now.
You thought?
Yeah, very scary, you know?
We have a nation that we're all scared about, we're worried about.
Oh, well, I wasn't even scared about our nation.
Yeah.
It's all the pressure to ensure that at least when a man dies, if the dead still hears,
yes,
I hope I'll hear words similar to the ones you just
yes,
introducing me. That was scary.
These are the truth of the matter. The nation is in a dire straits to a large extent, and you have put your life on the line a number of times, speaking truth to power and insisting that the truth must be told.
You know, perhaps the reason why it's possible for me to have done anything of value is because I do not see those things as being done by an outlier. Is what I expect of everybody who aspires to citizenship, because the Nigerian is definitely not a citizen. So I imagine that the least anyone who is conscious of their situation should do is to at least ensure that they don't go into the night quietly. Even lambs should cry.
Yes.
So I'm not doing anything that I don't expect the next person to do. These are very simple things. Just speak.
Yeah. Okay, let me start by highlighting some things. There's a lot of questions that we want to ask you today, and the first thing that came to my mind is, if we ask you the question, what's your thought about the state of the nation, you're likely to say a lot of things. But let me flip it and say to you that the people in governments today, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's staff and his spokespeople, they've said very clearly, they listed a number of things. They said there's been economic reform, that the improvement in the area of petrol, that now we have a petrol that you can say, yes, is almost consistent in terms of the supply, that the price of that they're taking away what used to be the one that we described as criminal architecture that is around the subsidy regime, and then they talked about security, that the security architecture, they're working on improvement, that the soldiers are supposedly working. They mentioned infrastructure development. There is a long road from Lagos to Calabar that is there, that they're working on. And then there is the man in Abuja who's also working seriously and consistently, launching new roads and commissioning areas within the state. So as far as the government is concerned, they are working. But is that your thoughts? Because in the midst of all the work of the government, there is still the people that are crying, we're hungry.
You know, when you ask this question, and you've rightly predicted that there is a lot to unpack. But there is this proverb I'm very, very fond of using, and it highlights the issue I need to address. And it deals with relativity. It says, what concern is it of the baboon if the chimpanzee has diabetes or even running stomach? It's not his business. They might look alike, but they are not the same. The government and the people within Tinubu's government and their beneficiaries, they should say what they are saying, since they consider Nigerians to be incapable of determining by themselves and have to be told whether they are hungry or not. The reality is, where were we 10 years ago when the APC government came to power? I know they like pointing at Buhari as being the disaster that preceded this disaster. But the reality is that it's the same APC. There are persons within that government of Buhari that are inside this same government. Somebody like Kiyamo, for instance, of the 712 billion naira airport renovation budget. So they should say that the system is getting better. It is their right to say so. They are enjoying, their lives are getting better. The average Nigerian whose real income has evaporated will not say what they are saying. The real Nigerian who is spending his salary to fill a car tank, a car that he knows he cannot replace by the time that car packs up because his salary is meaningless, his business devalued. The naira itself, the naira is so devalued that you'll probably find more dollars in the Nigerian bank than the naira cash. That is how bad. They're talking about infrastructure development. You see, the problem with us is that we tend to look at issues superficially. A government supposedly serving the people unilaterally awarded the contract for a road to Calabar, coastal road to Calabar. Of all the things required by Nigeria with almost 20 million children out of school, under the ages of 14, out of school, almost 20 million. That is the population of a lot of countries, both in Africa and in Europe. But we have 20 million brains that we can discard because all they need is to recruit more agberos, more terrorists, more headers, more bandits, more people who are incapable of questioning them even as they destroy the country. So it's okay. They don't need to fix that rot. They don't need to fix the rot in healthcare that I've seen almost every doctor of note fled the country. There is absolutely no need whatsoever to take a look at critical infrastructures that have collapsed completely. But of course, we must build a road to Calabar. And people focused exclusively on the stealing that attended that contract. Because if a contract did not go through due process, it is safe to say it is stealing, brazen-faced stealing. Now, there is an adjunct. In building that road, lands were created, and that was always the add-on that people didn't pay attention to. That road was used to grab people's land. Nobody is paying attention to that. The road was unnecessary. It was not required. There are other things that should take priority. Nobody is talking about that. So when they come out and they'll tell you about all the things that are working, it's working for them. But how much is the Nigerian paying in real cost for what they are saying? So they can be rebasing numbers and tweaking the numbers to make it look good. But have they made our pockets feel better? Can the average Nigerian go to the market and be able to feed reasonably well on their salaries? I doubt if up to 5% of those who earn salaries in this country live on their salaries.
Each time, especially when I speak with people in government, they ask me the same, they give me the same response. So let me give you their response. Are you saying that there is nothing good coming out of this government? Is there anything you can point to that is from this government? Because that's the question that they're asking me.
You know, I think it has now come to the point where I must thank God for the APC, for Tinubu particularly, and for how they have helped. I don't need to say much to show the average Nigerian the level of putrefaction that has now attended every layer of governance in this country. Because of them, it is easy to see the level of impunity that governs Nigeria. Aside from that capacity to show us how low governance can fall in Nigeria, there is nothing they have shown. It's not like they've been any worse than the Buhari regime in terms of policy choices. They were, at least they were, if nothing else, they were consistent in saying that they will build on the ruinous foundations of Buhari, and they've done that reasonably well. Nobody can take that away from them. But when it comes to the impact on the average Nigerian on the street in their homes, this government has been ruining us from the Plateau to the Benue Trough to the rainforest of southern Nigeria. Kwara, people are running away from villages. They are abandoning villages in Kwara. The insecurity that they are pointing at is not just that it's worsening, it's that it's spreading. It's spreading. Even within townships, within cities, even Lagos, Ibadan, you are having an upward swing in kidnapping. It's not just about Fulani kidnappers anymore, kidnapping for ransom and all of that. It's not about that anymore. It's become an industry on its own. People can't even walk around freely in cities and they are crowing and talking about how well they are doing. These are real issues that the average man on the street can answer. It's a pocketbook thing. If the thing is getting better, we would all know. It will show up in the price indexes. When we go to the market, we'll see how far our naira can travel. The reality is that naira has evaporated. Even banks are not having it.
Okay, so you painted a picture of where we are as a nation.
It is where we are.
It's clear to see that there are deep fractures in our systems and in our leadership. That brings me to something you wrote recently, a reflection on the death of former President Muhammadu Buhari. He insisted that he should have lived to witness the full measure of justice for what you described as the suffering inflicted on Nigerian people. In your view, what is the deeper purpose of such justice? Is it about retribution, accountability, or the moral duty of a nation to confront its past before it starts to look forward?
You know, because we've been in this mess for decades, what has happened is that Nigeria has created alternative narratives in place of truth. So we elevate villains and paint them as though they are men who have delivered value to society. Muhammadu Buhari pursued power assiduously 30 years after he came back into power. I don't believe in speaking ill of persons who can't defend themselves. It's not about speaking ill of the dead. If you've done ill when you were alive, I reserve the right to speak to your deeds after your demise. He's dead now. So what pains me is that a jury of his peers, fellow Nigerians, never found the opportunity, we were never offered the opportunity to confront him with his many crimes against Nigerians. The pinnacle of that crime, of those crimes, was the Lekki Toll Gate massacre. He was the president and the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. What they did is documented. A tribunal confirmed what was done. It is a travesty that even years after the fact, 5 years, almost 5 years now, we can't even say how many people died because government continues to deny the undeniable. In the face of all of the evidence, the government continues to deny it. That alone is scary, that we are in a country where those who are maintained from the public purse are denying the murder of citizens in broad daylight. It's not even the murder alone that has now been denied. The very humanity of those persons, it's almost like you erase them like they never existed. And there are precedents for that. It happened when Abacha was taken over in 93. It happened in Zaria with Buratai and the Shia. Was that Zaria or Kanfash? I can't even remember. Somewhere in Kaduna State. And then it came in broad daylight and it happened right here in Lagos. That is on one hand. And then what happened in northern Nigeria? We're talking about an elite class. What is it about our country that you can point to and describe as elite? Nothing. Nigeria, as big as it just got whooped 4-0 by Sudan. That's half a country that was. Where are the football pitches that used to produce good footballers? The school sports system, what happened to it? Is that elite?
So when you...
Why I mentioned Oshiomhole is to show you that these are the three that came into the public view. How many are we not seeing in the public view? The treatment of the three, the disparities in their treatment, the extreme courtesy with which Oshiomhole was treated in spite of his infantile truancy, the way Kwamwon was treated in spite of what should be above him, or rather, shall I say, beneath him, and then the dehumanization of comfort. It shows you how Nigeria deals with its people. So when I speak to the fact that you don't have citizenship in Nigeria, and that Nigerians are victims, and that impunity is the governing system in this country, it always seems so far-fetched. But I invite you to take a look at the tragic comedy that is playing out in our aviation industry, and then tell me if I require any further proof of how impunity has destroyed this country, ensure that we have no standards, even in the resolution of the mess, the impunity came out. Since when did Keyamo begin to speak on behalf of NEMA? FAN, who is responsible for airport security, obviously has multiple breakdown of their system. What is being done about that? Why would the world take us serious if we don't take ourselves serious?
On that note, we'll take a short break now. When we return, we'll continue this thought-provoking conversation with Dele Farotimi, exploring more of his insights on leadership, justice, and future of our nation. Just stay with us.
The budgeting. In a state like Osun, that's my home state. It's a very poor state. APC under Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not shy about deploying the force of impunity. See, a person has to have shame before they can self-censor themselves. The APC is completely shameless. He has no shame about being, none of them is ashamed of being called thieves. After all, the chairman of that party was a man caught on video with money being stuffed in Babariga. The politicians you see jumping into it, they are jumping into that party in order to protect the loot, to make sure that nobody carries them. Look at our friend Tambuwa. If Tambuwa did not have any skeleton in his cupboard, nobody will carry him now. Maybe I'm in my house. Why haven't they come to carry me that I stole money? But they went to carry Tambuwa. If Tambuwa will join the APC tomorrow, like Oshiomhole told all of us in broad daylight, his sins will be forgiven. So what they are doing to Tambuwa, you can call it evangelizing. So they are evangelizing him. They are preaching the gospel of the APC to him. So when he accepts the gods of the APC, you'll find that the EFCC will suddenly forget his file, just like they forgot Akpabio's own, and just like they forgot those of each and every one who you find sat at the high table of the APC.
Okay, I'm lost for words now. I don't know.
It's just the reality.
Yes, it is the reality. Well, still on the welfare of citizens.
We citizens, please. We don't have citizens. No,
we the people.
The least we can, just call us the victims of Nigeria.
Oh, we are the victims.
We are victims of Nigeria. People who are protected by law as citizens. The difference between victims and citizens is the protection of the law. For the law to protect you, you must live in a place ruled by law. Nigeria is a place that is ungoverned by law. It is governed by the whims and caprices of small-minded men, such as the ones who took that girl and decided that she must go to Kirikiri for something not as grievous as that been done by two Agbayas. Do you understand? That is the kind of country we live in. The Lord be damned. And if you doubted that, by the time Keyamo finished vibrating this morning, I'm sure nobody was left in any doubt. The supervising minister can speak over the FCA and the NCA and what do you call them? FAN. He could speak over NAMA. He could unilaterally reduce suspensions. He could unilaterally reduce bans. No due process, nothing. Because somebody somewhere has decreed that, okay, let the outcome be like this so that all this noise will go away. So in order for that noise to go away, they will do anything for it to go away. And it's not something that started today. So I'm not pinning it on Tinubu alone. Even Obasanjo that you will clap for and say he was the peak of our democratic experiment. How did Abacha's son leave prison in the Abiola, Kudirat Abiola murder case? He gave up money and the Supreme Court promptly freed him. Is that the charge for murder? So it's not today that Nigeria has all, they walk to the answer. when it's not convenient for them. They just do wuru to the answer and everybody go home and say no more.
Okay, let's talk about the recent arrest and release of Omo Elishore once again. In your case, they came, some people said they were like justified to your office to arrest you. In his case, he was asked to come and present himself, which he did. And the conversation has been showing that there is a lot of worry about the Nigerian policing. You
don't have a police, you have uniformed thugs. If you say, let me illustrate that, I'm sorry, it will come out. What happens is that I tend to cut to the chase. So let me break it down. In Yoruba language, we call police Olopa. Olopa means the person who is bearing the staff of office. The person who goes, if the king is sending his messenger to go and inform the townsfolk to do something or the other, he will carry the king's staff of office and make the announcement in the name of the king. So essentially, the police is the representative of the state in relationships with citizens, right? But the police is a creation of law. And when it is not bound by law, it is no longer the police. The Nigerian police is not bound by law. The AG and the Inspector General of Police has outlived his time in office. He's an illegal IG. That is the argument that Yele has been making, and I guess that was what got under the IG's skin. So he got under his skin and he has acted in the manner that every Nigerian big man would act. And how much bigger can you be than the Inspector General of Police? So you have the chief thug instead of the chief police. Because in the absence of laws to uphold, you only have impunity.
You're a lawyer, my dear brother.
I am very specific. I'm sorry. Let me.
When you call
I laid the foundation. I laid the. No, I have a reason for saying so.
There will be a question
I laid
asked
the foundation for saying so.
Yes.
I laid the foundation.
Yes.
To be a policeman,
yes,
you had to be working in tandem with the law. Abi?
Yes.
I am saying to you that Egbetokun is no longer a policeman. That is the reality. He is in office because Tinubu wants him in that office.
The person you call Tinubu is still the president of the Federal Republic
not
of Nigeria.
Because my vote got him there. He's not. See, yes. I think there was a time I was asked the question. You were actually the one who asked the question, is Tinubu my president? And I answered you very clearly. I am trained as a lawyer. I am not an anarchist. Whether I like the idea or not, whether I accept the process that threw him up or not, the reality is that today, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the de jure president of Nigeria. Whether I like it or not, that is the person our system, imperfect, flawed, corrupt, prone to impunity as it is, has thrown up as our president. But beyond that, I retain the right as a conscious being to call what I see what it is, not what my oppressor would prefer that I call it. Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not come through a process governed by the free will of the people. No. A man announced the election result without a basis for announcement, no result from the states shown to anybody, and he blithely told everybody in the middle of the night, go to court. I will not speak to how good or bad that judiciary is. Today is not the need. We've said enough. I've written on that. I've said enough. The book I wrote on the judiciary was ready before the Presidential Election Tribunal delivered its result. But I deliberately delayed it because I didn't want that book politicized. I did not want it to seem as if I was scandalizing the judiciary for political reasons. And the book was not about persons. It's about the system. So he is the president. Let's leave it at that. But when it now comes to the actions that he has retained Egbetokun in office outside the dictate of law is beyond argument. The law
says he has the right to choose whoever becomes the
within a prescribed. If the law gives you the power to do something, that's the beauty of the law. The law gives you a power, and then it sets out the limits of that power and how that power should be used. Egbetokun in office is an abuse of power. But Yele did nothing wrong. It is the thin skin of the Inspector General that led them into the error of arresting him over what? If there is any substance to this, if you have crimes that you want to charge persons with, there are proper ways of doing things. Even if you want to pursue a vendetta, at least do so looking like you are doing the dictate of the law, not like you are just chasing after a man because he's constantly calling you out for being in office illegally.
Okay, well, we'll have to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll just do the final conversation. So please.
We're essentially in a dictatorship. It is whatever Tinubu wants that Tinubu gets. Monkey see, monkey do. He demands, he gets. If we can't tell this to ourselves, then we can't even tell the truth. What we do about it is different. What it is different. What it is today in Nigeria is that the Nigerian judiciary, the Nigerian police, the Nigerian legislators, each and every one of what should for institutions in every other country in the world would do exactly as they are told by the president.
Yeah, that is very worrying. But let's look at where we're going, because now you've created the foundation and you've made it very crystal clear that this is where we are. And it's more than troubling. It's heartbreaking. I can't find any other word to use in describing how troubling this is. So if we want to move on to a way forward, 2027 is coming upon us, and we're looking at a situation where some people said, I think it was some members of APC that said, oh, a bunch of thieves and people that didn't do well in government have put themselves together and said they're joining ADC, and they now think they will be the Messiah of Nigeria, that they cannot be. And meanwhile, those same people said, no, you in government as APC, you're not the Messiah of Nigeria. You have run the country down. So are we in a situation where we're between the hard place and the rock?
Nah. The choices have never been clearer for the Nigerian people. There is no difference amongst members of our political class. And I use the word political class loosely. We neither have politicians nor have people who have class operating in what is called our political space. We essentially have people who do not see the Nigerian as persons to be served. They see themselves as persons who need to be served by the people they are meant to serve. So if the APC person will look at the ADC politicians and say that you are persons who failed at governance, the question is, who are the persons in the ADC? Were they not in the APC yesterday? More than 90% of the persons who you point out in what is the ADC today were either in the PDP or the APC itself yesterday. Erotimi Amechi will come out and be preaching the gospel of how to save Nigeria, and he'll be telling, look, they are within their right to say those things they are saying, and that's why I've never been interested in their coalition. It is the Nigerian people who can change this situation.
But Erotimi Amechi said he knows how to win against Tinubu.
To win to do what? That's the question. When they talk about coalitions, the first question I'm asking, and I asked the same question even of the candidate that I supported in 2023, and that I'm likely to be supporting if I'll be involved in the political process in 2027. What do you want to do if you gain the power? You want Tinubu out. Look, saints are not going to come and save Nigeria. Let me just deal with that ADC issue.
So there's no.
It's still Nigerians that will save Nigeria. But the question is this: whether you are in the ADC or in the Labour Party or the AAC or any party for that matter, what does that change mean? You want Tinubu gone. I want him gone as well. We wanted Buhari gone. Buhari went, but what replaced him? Another disaster. So question is this: what do you want? And if Nigerians are looking to the politicians to tell them what they want and to organize them behind what they want, we've lost 2027 already. Anybody waiting for 2027 has already lost 2027, because I guarantee you that Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the INEC as it is today, because it's the same Yakubu that is there. And if Yakubu leaves tomorrow, whoever is going there will still be nominated by this person that was returned by Yakubu. So it is safe to say that in the absence of meaningful electoral reforms, the same thing that happened in 2023 will happen, and that is why you see better informed persons when it comes to politics in Nigeria, and nobody can be better informed than your governors and your senators who are running into the APC. They see how much we detest the APC, but they know that the APC holds the power unless this system changes in determining who is returned as president, governors, and elected officials in 2027. So anybody who is interested in change in 2027, whether those be the ones in the ADC or anywhere else, would need to find an alliance with the Nigerian people. An alliance between politicians will not do anything to move the needle. Tinubu is not going anywhere because politicians found alliances. He will remain in that place, and we will all continue to cry until 2031. Nothing will happen. He is a man very at home with impunity. He has no problem with it.
Are you implying that no matter what the coalition does,
if that coalition does not connect with the Nigerian people to the point where the people themselves are desirous of change and they are willing to stand behind their votes, nothing will change. In 1993, we didn't have IRF. There was no beavers. But we had free and fair elections because the people were tired. They wanted change. Even though it was subverted, they stood behind their vote, and we all knew the result. In 2027, that can only happen if the people are connected to the struggle for change. If all that they are doing in the name of coalition is that they are going to bring that odious fellow from Kaduna, and then they are bringing all kinds of characters that have ruined this country, the one who could even pay my father's gratuity in Osun, that's the one that is calling himself the secretary of the ADC. If it's those ones, they have lost. They need to connect with the people. Without connecting with the people to energize the people to want that change, 2027 is a waste of time. It's a waste of time. Without the people, it's a waste of time.
So how do you connect with the people?
It's very
with
easy.
an ADC that you said there is odious one from Kaduna, there is odious one from Osun that won't pay your dad's gratuity.
It's not only, we call him Baba Fusa, that's half salary. Baba Fusa, that was a sobriquet. He paid half salary all through his time. My father, if I wasn't able to take care of my father, he would have died years before his death. And that's the one who wants to go and, can that one talk to people in Osun State? He can talk to them. Maybe if they give them money like they usually buy vote, they will come out, they will vote if they can be paid, but they will not stand behind that vote. They will not stand when policemen come with soldiers and their talks. Those people will not, because they were paid to vote. They are not convinced that anything will change as a result of their votes. They are not invested in the process. So they will walk away. But if they are convinced that the future of their children and their home will be enhanced if there is a change in government, if they know what it means for change in education, in the structure of the country, in healthcare, in security, they will be interested because they know what to expect the day after. But you can't just paint them all these pictures. Look at that one in Imo State that was lying to the people that they were going to be having jobs abroad once they won the election. How many jobs have come from Europe for the people of Imo State since they went there? They're always building pies in the sky, and the people have come to the knowledge. There are so many governors Amunike all over Nigeria. Nigerians are aware that their politicians are fraudsters. So they have disconnected from the process. Do you understand? So a person who is disconnected from the process is not going to be invested in shifting the current reality unless you connect him to those realities. They are not doing that because they are not really looking for anything to change. Most of them are simply looking to be the ones administering the impunity. Not that they want things to change for the people. If you want things to change for the people, why can't you tell them the content of the change you are promising? Why is it so difficult?
Okay, so we're where we are. We have to wrap up this conversation, and I can say to you, my dear brother and friend, there are some of us who have come to the conclusion that we can't see a way forward.
I can.
What will be the way forward?
Connect with the people. Nigerians are resilient, but they are also persons who have the capacity to draw conclusions on their own. Nigerians are not unaware of the current state of their country. Forget all the lies that they have been told left, right, and center. They can tell when they are hungry. They can tell when they are safe. They can tell when their minds are at rest. And they know they are not right now. If anybody is looking to connect them, he has to show them in clear terms. If we win, this is how we will change things. It might be difficult. There is not going to be an easy path. In education, we already have an educational system that is unfit for purpose. We are graduating illiterates. Teachers themselves are illiterates. And we are not owning up to this truth so that we can address them. Tell the people. Tell them how you will not buy yachts. You will not buy new planes. And tell them what you will do with the money saved. Tell them how you intend to cut governmental waste. You have 36 states. Are we going to continue running 36 states, or these ones are already talking about creating more? Tell the people. Show the people by introducing confidence-boosting measures that their votes will count for something. There is no grand vision ruling Nigeria today. Give them something to pursue. No matter what you say about North Korea, every time you look at them, they will say, oh, they are starving, this one, that one, but they have nuclear weapon. As destructive as it is, that is something that a lot of better endowed nations are incapable of having. They have it under crippling sanctions. They have it. Look at the Chinese. We say they don't have democracy, but they are the most developed country, at least the fastest developing country in the world today. There is a national vision behind which the people are called. Who is calling our people to a national vision? So it's not like the people are incapable of rising above where we are. It is those who presume to lead that are ruining us instead of ruling us. They are not leading anywhere because they are blind.
Okay, so if Peter Obi emerges candidate of any political party, would you still support him?
Not necessarily. It will depend on what he plans to do with power. I'm not following a person. I'm not following man. He's a good man. And insofar as it relates to those who are running for the presidency, as of today, he's still the best in my own view. But the question is this: what kind of compromises might he have made before that? If I don't see a platform that promises me change, deliverable one, I'm not going to follow him. If he is on a platform where I know that he can deliver what he is promising, and he will not be institutionally hamstrung by the system that has brought him to power, then I'll follow him. But if I'm seeing a Peter Obi paired with an El Rufai on a ticket, or I'm seeing him with an Amechi, in fact, it's not even possible. But the point is, there has to be clarity as to what he plans to do with power. This illusion of personnel change was sold in 2015, and that was what brought us into the Buhari mess. So how would a Peter Obi on his own, without galvanizing the people behind the vision, change anything simply because he was given office? I need to know what that power is meant for.
Okay. So he has to convince you.
Oh, I have to be convinced. It's not, no, I have to be convinced. I have to know that he is going to pursue change.
And if he plans to pursue change and the system still remains the same, you still have the same National Assembly.
You cannot change anything retaining this system. You can't change anything. You can get into power, but you must be clear about what you want to do with that power, and you must be honest enough to have declared it so that we can hold you to it. It's not enough to be making silent deals that you will change. No, that change has to be on the table.
Okay.
If we had substantive changes to be discussing and debating, we would have stopped debating ethnicity, religion, and all kinds of idiocies that tend to occupy Nigerians. The only reason they have time to be discussing inanities is because they don't have anything serious to discuss.
On that note, we have to say thank you, Dele Farotimi, for sharing your fearless insights and deep reflections with us today. We appreciate
All right, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you right there. Thanks for your time with us today. Today is 21st of August, 2025. Now, God bless you, my people. I appreciate every one of you. Mother of all Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy. I appreciate you for all that you do. Thanks for always being there for us. Abu Azi, thank you very much, my brother. I appreciate you. Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, thank you. Jane Abba, thank you very much. I appreciate you all. Mother Peggy, Mother Ichidima, thank you, my people. I appreciate you all. Discussion Channel TV, thank you very much. Now, hold on. What's playing? Hold on, guys. All right, sorry guys. Something was playing on the background. Okay, I want to say I appreciate every one of you right there. Thank you very much for your time with us today. As you all see, or rather saw, how Dele Farotimi questioned Mr. Peter Obi's move. You know why I'm happy for that? Because if not me, some of una for year, una don't shop me raw. Yes, una don't shop me raw. Even sometimes when I ask Peter Obi, the other day I was asking that Peter Obi need to address the electoral reform. Some of them tackle me. Yes, although many of you supported me. Now, Dele Farotimi is questioning Peter Obi. If you want to become the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, you agree one term or any agreement you had with these satanic people secretly, and you are not carrying us along with the body language, with the submission, with whichever way you digested his submission today, it shows that Dele Farotimi is putting just one leg in supporting Peter Obi. You know what that means? And the only reason why he's doing that, because Peter Obi might have agreed some kind of agreement, rather, I don't want to call it satanic agreement, with this satanic set of people. Because Peter Obi told us he just want to rule for just one term. Right? And the reason behind that, nobody's asking, because we, say one thing about we the obedient. Now follow with your bill, we know they ask questions. And when you dare to ask questions, people will tackle you, they will fight you, they will insult you, they will say to you that Peter Obi know what they do, you will they ask questions, your head not correct. We know they ask any question, that's just one thing. Even telling Peter Obi to address the electoral reform, somebody came in the other day, Peter Obi know what they do. That is our belief right now. Obviously, as of now, right now, Peter Obi still remains the best amongst them all. I wish, to be honest, I wish I have somebody that is better than him. I don't stand behind that person. They. But we still need to have the right to ask questions. Why is it that our principal is not addressing some certain things? He's addressing everything, but there are some certain things he's not addressing. You want to rule for 4 years? Why? Our fellow obedient people say, we'll not ask that question, so we'll never reach to ask that kind of question. May all of us shut up. You can see now that Dele Farotimi is not happy about it. But he was very, very careful with his submission. But his submission is clear enough for you to know he might not be supporting Peter Obi in 2027. Except on that condition in his submission. And what is the condition? We must be carried along, and you must let us know the agreement you've had with these people. Me, I too like Dele Farotimi. You say now some people will feel like Dele Farotimi now, they also talk now, say, he was sent, or he's been plotted, or he's been this, because we are very good at that. They don't allow anybody to talk, we don't they fit talk truth. For me, Dele Farotimi is calling Peter Obi now to let us know any agreement he had with these people that made him to decide to run for just 4 years. That's Dele Farotimi. Why me? They call Peter Obi to join us to address electoral reform. I don't know about you, but for me, that one, me, I want you to stand for that. Give it back. See my principal talking about that. Because I don't know. Like some of us say, Peter, I don't know what they do. I need to know how you want to beat INEC in 2027. And for me personally, I need to know. May not come be like, say, it reached that time. Some of us, we put our car for reverse. Now I call the vessel. Now don't say me get mad. If you talk to me, I'll fire you back. I promise you, I will fire you back. Where they talk now? You never join my voice now. Say me our principal. Join us. Call on electoral reform. But when you go reach that time, I can't say, since me not see road for this road, I don't want to follow this road. Now I can't say I want coming 1 or 2. I go fire you. In fact, the way I will take fire you, I'll fire you and your generation. Yes. You come directly, indirectly, anyhow you take home. I go fire you. Because it be like say we did boss now, we don't get with the driver. Now so it be now. How we want to tackle INEC? We need to know. Now the same INEC, I steal our vote in 2023. In result of that, Tinubu is the president right now. And we know if he do anything. Oh, I'm going to put this energy, everything for 2027. And to address INEC. Make we just forget him, Abi. I don't know, but maybe some of my panelists might be able to address that later on. I'm going to post out a link now. But for me, now my stand with this, so I let you know in advance. I let you know in advance. To be honest, I'm still with Peter Obi 100%. But Peter Obi must let us know what he put in place to tackle Mahmoud Yakubu or INEC. Because now they decide them now. Now I was talking to about 2 persons today when a group discussion. The first way he talked, say I vote for 2027. 2 of them. I said, why? I said, if you don't vote, you know you are cheating yourself. He said, my brother, forget that thing. He said the one will fair vote. Wait till he do for us. Peter Obi must address it all. But still, Peter Obi has something to say now. Let's listen to him while I post out the link. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you.
Please. Our country is going through a very difficult phase. This used to be a great country. Today, our country is classified among the failing countries of the world. We are now among 10 of the failing countries of the world. We're now classified as one of the most terrorized countries in the world. In fact, we're number 3 or number 4 after Afghanistan, Yemen, and the way it's going, we might soon overtake them. We are the world capital of poverty. Even before the COVID, Nigeria, a country of 200 million, had more people living in poverty than the 2 biggest countries of the world combined, China and India, that is about 2.8 billion. For 200 million, we have more people living in poverty than 2 of them combined before COVID. So you can imagine what it is after COVID. We have one of the highest unemployment rates in the world today. At 33%, which is the unemployment. By the time you combine the underemployment, we're about 55. And worse still, we have about 60% of these are the young ones who are the greatest assets of production and in their productive age, doing nothing. Out of school children, you're the highest in the world. Over 15 million. Forget about what their name is telling you. Infant mortality today, we've just overtaken India which they thought will overtake them in 5 years time, just overtaking them. In a stress level, we are now 148 over 152. Nigerians are stressed. Competitiveness, we're going down. Of course, you've seen perception, corruption, misogynist, we're going down. You can go on, the list is endless. The hunger list now, we're number 98 out of 105. Nigerians have been classified as a country now where people spend over 100% of their wage, salary on feeding. Mm-hmm. Like, you can't, and it's getting worse. And anybody who thinks it's going to get better, forget it. This is cumulative effect of leadership failure over the years. Because we're choosing not to do the right thing. And people will tell you, when I was talking about somebody who is granting loan and everything. There's nothing wrong with loan. Nothing, absolutely nothing. I'm a businessman. Better. That is my background. You live with loan. Loan is what has made nations. Every nation in the world is owing. Even Norway, that have the highest sovereign wealth fund of 1.4 trillion, is owing over 50% of their GDP in debt. So there's nothing wrong with loan. It's what you throw the loan at, what you use the loan, that makes all the difference. And I'll show you countries that have borrowed. But we have a crisis that because we're throwing away the money we're borrowing, it's not getting to a stage where we can't even service the loan. You approve it, you know the budget and everything. Last year alone, in 2021, in the first 5 months of last year, as a nation, we earned 1.1 trillion 847 billion naira. We used 1 trillion 802 to service debts, remaining 45 billion for a nation of 200 million people. In a short while, we will not be using 98% of our revenue to service debt. We will need to borrow, which is what we are doing now, to service debts. And you're not generating revenue. And you often hear government people say, we don't have a borrowing problem. We have a revenue problem. You can't generate revenue when your people are poor. You're not going to tax poor people who are in the village doing nothing. Revenue is the function of productivity. The country is not productive. So you can't generate money. For me, my appeal is that 2023 is not about making the next person president or anything. It is about all of us fighting for our future. You're on top of the ladder. If this country collapses today, it will affect you more than it will affect those who will think that I belong. And it's collapsing. None of you can live here and go anywhere and be street sweepers. You can't. So we need to defend it. We need to do it. It happened to other nations. Other nations have removed their country from consumption to production. It's happened everywhere. Mm-hmm. Pulling people out of poverty has happened everywhere. I've been to at least over 30 countries that have pulled their people out of poverty. I just came back from Morocco. And I told Okube an interesting news this evening. I said, let me tell you, here, people spend dollar. But I went to Morocco. I came back on Friday. I bought BTA. They put it in my card. And I got to Morocco and said, I want $1 cash for it. They said, no, you use our currency. I was just telling him, no other country does that. Where you spend another person's currency in your own country. That shows the erosion of trust of your own economy. China. And I was telling him, you can't do it. I've been going to China, I've been everywhere. This country was a signatory to MDG in year 2000. China was a signatory to MDG. In 15 years, they put 435 million people out of poverty. China in 1990 had 95% of their population living under poverty. Today they have less than 2%. So is Vietnam. They had about 90-something% living in poverty. Today they have 1.6. So is Bangladesh. They're going down. What about loan? Approve the loan. But what is the loan being used for? I was in Bangladesh in 2010. And I studied what they used to borrow money and everything. Bangladesh, as 2010, had a debt. The economy then was $115 billion with a debt of $45 billion, which is 36% of their debt. Their per capita was just about 708, about $700 in 2010. As at that time, Nigerian GDP was 375. Our per capita was $2,250. And our debt then was under $8 billion. Today, we were owing about the same thing. Today, our debts have moved. So, in the past 10 years, we've lost 10% of our per capita. And we've borrowed about 7 to 10 times the amount we were owing then. So something is wrong. We threw away the money. It wasn't invested. It's not productive. It didn't help anybody. Bangladesh, today, have moved to a GDP of $335 billion with a per capita of $2,050. So they have moved 3 times their per capita. It's getting better. They're pulling people out of poverty. Go and check what they've been able to do over these years. And that's what I'm just pleading with you. Can we build a better Nigeria? It's not about politics. It's not about who becomes president or who becomes governor, who becomes this. We can make this country better. It can work. I'm a private businessman. You can check my background as a trader. I've been in the corporate world. I've been a chairman and director of several quoted companies in Nigeria. I've been a governor. And I can tell you, I've managed resources. And I know that this country, if properly managed, can turn around in 10 years and be on the path of growth. It's a great country. It has all it takes. All we need is to invest our resources in the right places, cut the cost and waste that is all over the place.
All right. According to Peter Obi's speech, my people, if we want to be honest to ourselves, I know what I want to say now. Many of you will not be happy about it, especially those of you that are biased. If we want to be honest to ourselves, Peter Obi did this video today, or I saw it today. I don't know when, but from beginning to the end of this video, everything where Peter Obi talk, he don't talk all of them 1 million times. So for me, in fact, me don't hear about Bangladesh more than 1 million times from Peter Obi. We are aware. We are aware of the consumption, the production. We are aware of all these things. When you continue to say one thing over and over again, then it becomes boring. Yes, it becomes boring. So at this moment, Peter Obi should be addressing us. I want to send this message directly to Peter Obi. His Excellency, Mr. Peter Obi, please address us. What you want to do about INEC? That's what we want to hear now. Not Bangladesh anymore. I'm tired of that. the statistic about Bangladesh or other countries or whatever. I want to know what our principal will do about INEC. Because, my people, when they talk now, on our day there, they frown on our eyes. Now, so they go beat us woto for 2027. Me and you still come here, they remind ourselves. Then, some of you will hypocritically miss. We're not going to hear from you again. Many of them that hypocritically joined us that time, you don't see them again now. 2027, you'll see them go crawl, come out again. They'll crawl, either they come here or go to another platform, they go crawl, come out again. Make we address them together now. Now go they frown on a useless face. Because we don't like truth. If INEC is not addressed, not only by Peter Obi, by all the political parties that is wishing, craving to take Tinubu out of power, then we are not going to go anywhere. Let's be honest to ourselves now. We are not going to go anywhere. All this one, all of us just they dribble ourselves like Maradona. So hypocrisy everywhere. Many of us are just so hypocritical in everything. Wayo everywhere. No truth for our mouth.
Mr.
Many of you cannot even speak because you don't want to offend anybody. Yes, sir.
Mr. Ivy, sorry for cutting you short. I think I heard you saying you are tired of Bangladesh. How could you?
You know how many times my principal don't tell me about Bangladesh? Bangladesh.
He has to continue. I think that is very relevant.
Okay.
How do you want him to campaign?
So Bangladesh is more important than how to address INEC now, right? Abi? Okay.
Yeah,
tomorrow,
Nigeria watch.
Sometimes
Nigeria watch.
Yes, sir.
Moku analyze this thing very intelligently. Now, what do we want? We want INEC to be resolved. Now, who puts INEC? Who they put chair? Who they put on for? Who they elect the chairperson of INEC? Now the president. So how you know go feel rig?
Okay, so
that's the thing we need to.
So how do you expect Peter Obi to win 2027 then?
No, that is the reason why I put that one to the table is for us to think on how we will take do and work and out. That is why I put it forward.
No, you need to talk now because a lot of people are listening.
That is it's true now.
One.
We need to talk now.
You say the people where they employ INEC na Tinubu. No, that means you say how they not go feel ring. That means you are telling me this journey is fruitless.
No, because we Jonathan employed INEC before and we won. So how did you do it? So those are the parameters we should be using because we have a standard before.
When you say Jonathan, please, if you can allow me, when you say Jonathan did it before, we won. How did he do it before? Was it that Jonathan just allowed you, or because there was too many that was done against him?
My brother,
yes.
If we hold on, give us a Monday. My lovely brother Black Panther, if we want to be honest to ourselves, I want to beg everybody, both my listeners, my spectators, anywhere on a day, my panelists, I beg, we shouldn't in any way be in any kind of defensive side when it comes to addressing electoral reform and INEC. I'm telling you guys, all of us go collect Woto 2027. One, in case you are planning to remove a president, or rather remove a politician from office, Madam Patricia, off your camera. We don't add you for the past 78 years since. In case you want to remove, in fact, let me just put you on the basket first. Thank you. In case you want to remove a president or any politician from office, I bet you, Tinubu, I repeat, Tinubu is not just an ordinary politician.
Thank you very much.
In case you are planning to remove a politician or a president from office, if you are putting an energy 50% to do that, when it comes to Tinubu, you need to put an energy 100%.
120%.
All this one we ought to deceive ourselves. So I not follow on a day. If you want your cry blood after your living room, cry because I go remind you, say that blood where you cry for 2025 why they talk. Now we all day so.
Mr. Elvis,
yes.
Nigeria, you never see answer my question now.
Hold on.
Can you guys allow Elvis to talk so that we can move to the panelists? I beg.
No, he's done now. We are trying to talk on what he said.
Okay, let's move because I just came back from the hospital. Okay.
Okay,
hold
we are coming.
Quickly say what you want to say, please. 10 seconds.
Okay, now the by-election just went ahead. Was just over. All was done in the by-election. When INEC did all they did you see anybody come and say, well, how was it done? We need to stand up and fight against these people. That's it.
Okay, thank you. And a Black Panther, you say you asked me a question. What question is that?
I am saying that the president chooses the INEC chairman. Then we want electoral reform, which I believe that after they come back, because I've seen the green light, after they come back, they'll start deliberating. But one subject that they will not touch is who elect the chairman of INEC. That is where we have problem. That is where we have problem.
My brother, to be honest, I would like to round up here. I don't talk my own. I don't say whenever I talk, some people go they verse. In fact, some people did now with the verse for the past 1 year now for me, they don't agree rest. They're always like that. People like that, if you get there as wife, you are finished as a husband, you are dead on arrival. They know they forgive. Some people they with the verse since 1 year now. People like that, if you get them as husband, you are dead on arrival. Because they don't like truth. So let me tell you guys, I want to reiterate. Without you and I don't put ourselves together to continue to address electoral reform and INEC, we know they go anywhere. Because Peter Obi is not addressing that area. Even though Tinubu go bring the same person, come back, remove Mahmoud, bring any other person, but I want to see these people addressing it. I want to see, I foresee my they call other political leaders, but they are not my principal. That's why I'm calling Peter Obi. But normally, all of them are supposed to be addressing it. Tell me who is addressing it amongst them. Tell me who is addressing it amongst them. Not to say, Mo, this is what you all look like, saying a gamble. Say, Mo, okay, put your energy, use it, rather waste it, and at the end of the day, we wait for 2031. Then they talk and say, the stone where you see, say they come, you see them with your koro eyes, it not go feel blind your eyes. We don't already see the stone. Now, before now, we don't see them for 2023. We don't see them now. When I say make we open the eye, make the stones, make it come, make it enter inside. Now they tell me so now. Some of you that will tackle me, oppose me, antagonize me. I'm telling you now, when I say make we shut up. I want my principal to address that. If now someone will put the person, no one put the person, I'm not interested. Let him address it. Yes. This article don't want to address them. All those I call the people with inside that ADC. Because they not come be like if not because Peter will be put one left inside there. By now, support all the beat people with inside ADC. Where? Yes. Now because say my principal go put one left for there now. And I make me if I want to talk now, automatically now I don't become a stammerer. Tell me who good for inside that ADC apart from Peter Obi. Who good there? My condition, in case Peter Obi not address this, this thing. I don't mind. I go move on. Say, okay, I'm still supporting him. But waiting not go make me follow Peter Obi at all. Say, he's not the presidential candidate in any party where he appear. That one, Now, you know what I call automatic reverse. My car go enter automatic reverse. You will see the other side of me. There, some of our caucus, we know say it was not real from the one, blah, blah, blah. I don't tell you say I love anybody. I'm just supporting person that I know that can give me a better Nigeria. And I'm not doing my political analysis based on I love somebody. No. I'm supporting somebody that I know that can give me a better Nigeria amongst others. I dey talk him all the time. I know if I repeat it because I love him or I hate him. Now only him stand out amongst them. Yes. So if the same ideology is truncated tomorrow, the ideology that I believed on is truncated, obviously I'll put my car for reverse. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. I'd like us to talk. Those of you that were calling in, this is the best time for you to quickly call in before I move on to my panelists. I only have just 15 seconds to wait for my first call. If not, I'll move on. Mona Noves. Okay, the first caller is here already. Thank you, Ogato in Africa. Good evening to you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Talk to us.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Good evening, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I listened to you, follow to me, and then I listened to you, and the next point they told me they're going to talk. Telugu is unbeatable. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, if you like carry European Union, American Union, all the unions in Africa, may they come watch, may they come be election observers. So this man, see what you have to do. Hey, I beg, not to no, don't forget. So that is to say that what you have to do now is to think of a do. Think of a do, my brother, I beg. Now they do you think of now. How we can maintain unity there because there's a kind of a little bit stress right now, coming out of a do. Let's see how you can go to talk about the do politics and then you have to have an do nation.
All right.
This Nigerian nation is already gone. We should pray that we should continue to destabilize the system so that these Northerners, they will just go by and they will just go back. So the man is really doing something in that aspect, dealing with the Northerners so that they can go to help us to break the country. That country can never stand together, no amount, because even if you are just the electoral law, the same people are still going to operate those gadgets. You know what I'm saying? So it's not going to be possible to beat Tinubu. It will finish everybody, okay?
All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tony. Thank you. Okay, I have a full panel and I have people on the backstage. Now, those of you on the backstage, I can't bring you in now, but I know you are there. Except anybody, their internet fail now. Black part of internet, they fail. So I believe saying I go there backstage very soon. They not get better internet for that Texas. So, Mr. Ezewangu, I'll bring you in. I can see you. Frankly, I can see you as well. Frankly, but you need to turn on your camera. Mr. Ezewangu, I've turned his camera on. I'll bring you in shortly, sir. I would have liked to start with you because I think you're your first time on this panel. In fact, Mama Esho, you hold on. Let me bring him in. I need to be sure if he's first time here. I'll put somebody on the backstage for now. I'll bring you in back again. Sir Louis, I'll put you on the backstage quickly. Let me address the new person here. Good evening to you, sir. Please, is it your first time on this panel?
No, sir. I've been in this panel for a long time, but I haven't been in lately.
Oh, you are one of the people. You are one of the people that left us on the street, sir.
Not really.
You've abandoned us on the street.
No, I didn't. I didn't abandon you. The thing is that I just listened, but I don't log in. I listen to you almost like every day. Yeah.
All right, it's good to have you on the show. Can you wait because we have a lot of people ahead of you?
No, I don't have a problem. I can wait. No problem. Don't worry. No worries.
Okay, thank you, sir. God bless you. I'll come back to you. Yes, sir. Okay, Sir Louis, you are back again on the panel. I would like us to start talking straight away. Callers, just hold on for now. Let me start with Mama Esho. Mama Esho, it's good to have you on the show. Good evening to you, ma. Please talk to us.
All right, greeting Elvis and greeting all the panelists. Greetings, the listener, and greetings, Mommy Diaspora, for which back I am carrying all my children to rest on. She's not falling. We are not going to fall. You see, those of you who have described my senior boyfriend, Chief Tinubu, alias T-Pain, according to my children, you see all your description about him is true. It's very true. And you have the right to be afraid. But I want to ask all of you that have seen him as the Goliath that cannot be fought, in your life journey that took you to where you are now, where that situation that looks so impossible, it is impossible. And then those situations look as if they want to drown you. But your instinct that will not give up fought, and you overcame, and you are where you are today. It is the same you people that will see my senior boyfriend, Chief Tinubu the T-Pain, according to my children. You now see him as a Goliath that is infallible. What a shame. Now, let me tell you one thing that is clear. When he did it in Lagos State, he was getting it because there was no mother hen that challenged him. Me, Mama H.O., I am the mother hen. So the battle of ground is between the mother hen that is standing for her children and Chief Tinubu, the Goliath. Chief Tinubu, you are the Goliath of Nigeria. But I'm putting it to you today that myself and my children, we are the David that will bring you down. When I review myself, you people understand. Chief Tinubu, you and all your co-hosts together, you are the Goliath that is confronting Nigeria. And as you confront Nigeria, you are also confronting Africa. Because Nigeria was described as the giant of Africa. Meaning, as the giant of Africa, if they resume their rightful place in the affairs of nation, other African countries will follow suit. He that sent me this era asked me to tell you people that will look for me. I am seeing everything you people are doing. But he asked me to tell you people that any of you that just think of wanting to buy me so that I don't deliver Nigeria in the hands of my children or deliver African continent to my children. Any of you that just think of buying me, he said he will buy you and wipe away your entire lineage, your entire generation. So it is upon that covenant I have with him that I'm speaking. You think the tears of my children's suffering has not reached the throne of their maker? Or you think the blood of the innocent that is crying for vengeance has not reached their maker? I cry before God. I challenge heaven. I say, you are wicked. Africa love to praise you, Papa. You enjoy our praises and our dancing, and you will leave us in abject poverty and lack, hopelessness. I challenge Jesus. You said in your word, when you were asked if we follow you, what will be our reward? You say 100% your head and eternal life. And I challenge, I say, Lord, me and my children, we are not even 81%. So if you are not a liar, reveal yourself and speak to me. So when I talk, I know what I am saying. But there are work to be done. Because my Bible makes me to understand faith without work is dead. That means faith plus work, it gives life. And the Bible said, when the wicked rule, the people suffer. But when the righteous rule, the people rejoice. Nigeria and Africa, we have been suffering because the wicked continue to rule. It is time for the righteous to rule so that the people will rejoice. So all ye that are weakly, arise from your slumber and let's walk. All of you that are in diaspora, your mouth is bladder. To speak is not possible. Let me tell you one thing. Your children that you get birth to, your grandchildren that are here, they are born through away. But you see, me, Mama H.O., I am taking my children that you born through away back home. And for me to do that, home must be repaired. So it's either you join me and my children to do this, or you mature forever. Then we will put you in the camp of those who have destroyed Nigeria, who does not want Nigeria to become what it is. They will ask heaven to do to you what it will do to all the wicked oppressors. So children, brace up. You are smart. You are intelligent. You are king. You are queen. You are prince and princess. That is your original identity. Whatever they've turned you to right now, that is not who you are. And I'm on a journey like a mother hen that fought the hawk not to carry the chick. Tinubu, you are your people. You are the mud, you are the hawk. And as a mother hen, I refuse you to take my children away from me, to take what rightfully belongs to my children. So therefore, the battle line has been drawn. Chief Tinubu, you and your co-hosts, some of you, if you won't give up, you will end up like a basha. We will go. Those days, it is only Godfather that they said to people in power. This time around, I'm introducing to you the godmother, Mama H.O., the mother head sent by heaven to fight for her children. The Bible said there was a time in Israel. The men were afraid to go to war. There was war confronting them. The people were strong. The man was afraid. They arose a woman called Deborah. Deborah said, no, I'm not going to stay here for the people to destroy us. Man, if you can lead, I will lead. And my Bible tells me Deborah led the battle and they won it. There was a time again. The story of Queen Amina in Africa. She won her battle. There was a time nobody will see the king. Haman was ready. He wants to kill the people of Israel. But what did God do? He first of all dethroned the queen so that her daughter Anna can be positioned to save her people. And the Mordecai met with Hannah, and he said to Hannah, you are here for a purpose. You are not just here as a queen. Heaven sent you here. Go and see the king. And Hannah said, but the king, until he sent for you, you cannot go. And the Bible says, Mordecai said, if you don't go, God will raise someone else. God will raise a stone. And Hannah and Esther said, okay, I've heard you, my uncle. We're going to stay in the presence of God for 3 nights. Fast. And at the 3rd day, the Bible says, Esther stepped forward and favor opened the door. And the king raised up and he said, what do you want, my sweetheart? And he said, somebody want to kill my people. And who is that? He said, Haman. At that time, Haman stepped in. So, these are stories in the Bible, right? But Nigeria, there was a time our military men will go to other African countries to help them to fight and solve trouble. But today, C.D. Musa, you and your co-host, you collect bribe, you divert money, and you send my innocent children who are soldiers to be killed. Some of your officers, they will tell the enemy that my children are coming. They will ambush them and they will kill them. We know all this, C.D. Musa. You will pay. All of you will pay dearly. So children, relax. We didn't win this battle. Now back to Peter Obi. Mr. Gregory Peter Obi. We don't tire to see statistics. We know. We don't tire to hear the story of Bangladesh. We know. Tell us exactly. List of the trouble. List of the problem that are confronting us and give us a roadmap how you will solve it. That is one. Secondly, Mr. Peter Gregory Obi. You see the people when they go me in the name of a coalition, now deceive they deceive you. If I thought they give you the ticket, they will give you condition that you think you will use sense to enter. You can't say you're not going to meet the condition. They go come to big cabal for your head. And waiting then do good Lord Jonathan. Then a chickily, they go do you 100% so that your credibility will be destroyed forever. Yes, we didn't know the truth. Because me, they work with one of my pikin. When be correct private investigator. No, don't worry. You, Greg Roby, you go either decide whether you will stand in the path of those who are oppressed, which is me and my children. We are the ones that are being oppressed. If you stand with us, without these useless people, you will win the vote. You will win the battle. We will defend our vote. We will fight gallantly like wounded lion. The choice is yours. And if you know say you not go fit, release my children to Shobore. You dey hear me? Because you see this threat when they put so. Convincing my children to go and register, collect PVC, and also vote. If we lose them for 2027, and we could not fight for it, these children are gone forever. They will never vote for years, and the wicked will continue to destroy us. That I have known, I won't let it happen as a mother hen. I they follow you not because I understand you well. I they talk for you because of my children. Because any person will enter that power, he must probe everybody. From Abu Salam time, Babangida time. It was a Basha day for probe, but he know what they call it. So if you know that you not get liver to probe, you better release this office to Showore. You don't hear me? Because 2027 is a date with destiny for my children. I stop for that so far. Then finally, you and Showore and other people that want good governance, join my son, Randy Peter, and go and give us electoral reform. Because if I not do it, I go kukuma tell my children, may they not vote for any fucking person. Because if I not feel go fight for electoral reform, how we sure you people will be.
All right, thank you, man.
members of you. Thank you and God bless us.
Thank you very much, Mama Isho. God bless you. I appreciate you and thanks for your wonderful submission. Thank you very much, Ifeanyi Anako, for the super chat earlier on. God bless you. Thanks for the love and the support always. Madam Suberry, thank you very much, ma. Thanks for the super chat. I'm very, very grateful. And your text, you're attached to it. Thank you very much. I appreciate every one of you right there. Just press on the like, help us to share. I'm here to listen to what people have to say, same way you are listening as well. But meanwhile, I'd like us to move on now. Akewomi, Olumide, my brother, is your turn. If you are there, I'd like you to talk to us. If not, I'm moving on to the next person. Okay, you're not there.
I'll come later. I'll go to the next person.
Okay. Olumide, I was calling, but it's not there. Okay, but that's fine. I'll just move on to Mr. Alabo. Mr. Alabo, if you're there, please talk to us. Good evening, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, my brother. God
Thank you, sir.
bless you
Please
for
talk.
what you do. Good evening, everyone, all the panelists. Good evening to our mommy. Good evening to the backroom staff. And good evening to Nigerians, those in the comment section and those viewers. God bless us for what we do. Please continue to use the like button and help us to share this message to reach to every Nigerians. Thank you today, Mr. Najawash. I can see you expressing yourself. Yeah, it's good. It's frustration. We know what is happening in the country. Yeah, and when APC is doing what they are doing to intimidate Nigerians, to make us believe that there are people that is undefeated, that nothing can happen to them, no matter what they do, whatever thing they do, nobody can pull them out of power. PDP have done worse than this. However, people who bring this narrative of Tinubu is not good luck Jonathan. Well, one thing I understand, nobody is indisposable. Power come, power go. President come, president go. Abacha was this powerful. Where is it today? Babangida was powerful. Where is it today? Buhari was powerful. Where is it today? Muritala Mohammed, all of them who were military head of state with all the power. Good luck, Jonathan Obasanjo, as powerful he is, he was then during military as a president, then as a civilian president. So one thing we should understand, this is Nigeria. This is not Lagos. Lagos was a state which Tinubu captured. We know he has done a lot of things, put his structure in place, but not everybody. Some people are there with him taking the money. But when the real time will come, however, we should not dismiss the thing we can do to know or to show him that, yes, Nigerians are seeing what he's doing and Nigerians are coming for him. No matter what he's doing today, we know when the real time comes, Nigerians will come for him. I strongly believe that does not mean we should go back and sit down and relax. We must use our voice, the necessary one we can do. We can see how we can fix the one we can fix. Tinubu lead protests, like I said last time. He lead protests in several times. In 2012, he was the one that championed and sponsored everything, brought all manner of musicians. Idris Adukari, who is singing today, attacking them. They were all there on the stage singing. They buried Goodluck Jonathan while he was still alive, put him in a coffin. They say, yes, we want to destroy Nigeria by removing fuel subsidy. Who is the person that removed fuel subsidy today? The same person who was against President Goodluck Jonathan, telling him not to remove fuel subsidy. That is for the poor Nigerians. Today is the president. Everything he criticized PDP, Obasanjo, Yaradua, Goodluck Jonathan. Those are the things Tinubu has done, worst policy, and the same thing he said he will not do when he get to power. The ones he promised and deceived people when they gathered people in 2012, and when APC came in with their coalition in 2013-14, they started this journey. All the lies they deceived Nigerians, nothing. We have not seen any positive things. They have not fulfilled any of those promises. Fashola, who ranted and said he wants to give us electricity within 6 months, he was Minister of Power for complete 4 years. He could not do anything about power. So when they were there as opposition, they were ranting and doing all those things. So APC came to deceive Nigerians. And they can't do anything positive for Nigerians. Those of you who are still believing, or those of you they have recruited, giving you some peanuts to come to social media and begin to push false narrative to Nigerians. Continue doing. How is your life today? The money you went to Asu Rock to have those media shot, whatever thing you do, I believe that money has finished today. And nothing they can do. If they give you 3 million or 20 million for you for a contract of 3 months, yes, some of you will end up in beer parlor and that money will finish. But the Nigerians of our dream, where you will have a sustainable job, where you will have things running. That is why our principal will keep saying, talking about making example. I know. It's just for us to encourage him to step up and do other things. But there is nothing more. He cannot go without talking about those things. Everyone who wants to campaign will still talk about the things they think, providing solution. But what we are insisting people are talking about, with all these things happening, without electoral reform, how are we going to do the election in 2027? That is the area. And some of them believe, with what they know, with the information, the intelligence they have gathered, that the people do not have a better plan to do. Even if they do any electoral reform, they will not do it the way it will affect them. So everybody are just seeing what they can do to protect their vote and see what they can do. It cannot rig the whole Nigeria. General election is different. It's different from the one you do this by-election. By then, Nigerians will step up who are hungry. We know they are ready. They are putting so much money for how many they want to buy. It is left for you, the Nigerians, who do not want to come out today to go and protest or hold the government accountable. But you can sit down, when it reached election, they will come and give you 5,000, and it looks very big for you. Then you sell your 4 years and give it to them. Then at the end, you go online on social media, begging, struggling, and crying for help. This is the right time for us to step up. Everybody, it is our responsibility to hold our leaders accountable and demand for what is right by asking for the electoral reform. Is everybody right? If they can do it in the right way for Nigerians, make the IRF and back it by law, anything that does not go through the IRF will not be recognized as a result. If they can do that, people can stand and say, okay, even though Nigerians have lost hope for INEC, do not trust the INEC, the electoral system. But however, if that should come in place, and with sensitization, helping the people to understand their right is another thing. A lot of Nigerians do not understand their right, and the APC have really done a lot of things to show you that they will deal with you if you come out to protest. So the intimidation and example they are setting, illegal arrest of people because they said you talk to Mr. President or you talk about First Lady, you talk about Nyesom Wike, they will come to your house. All those things is just a sign to say, okay, this is what we will do to you people each time you come to protest. What they did in the hunger protest, they put those people and tag them to say it's a treasonable offense and say they want to do them by taking those children. It's just to show people that when you come out to protest, all those things is a strategy for Mr. President doing. That is who they know him to be. 2027, he has already sent a lot of people in some of that smaller political party, the same way he's doing in Lagos, by putting in people to say, okay, go there and pretend to be a candidate. People will come and occupy all political parties. At the end, all of them, they will be working for the APC. So it's for us to wake up now and unite as Nigerians and see how we can battle this government and take back our country from these criminal structures. Thank you, Mr. Elvis, and God bless you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Alabo. God bless you, sir. Thanks for that wonderful submission. But I'd like to quickly move on to the next person to speak to us. Let me come to Black Panther. Black Panther, thank you, my brother. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
My brother. It is getting hotter. I can hear your voice. It don't they bite you for leg everywhere. That is how it's supposed to be. Let them bite everybody so that our senses go come back. We go know what they fight for. If he never bites you, you just they talk English. You are just playing with your children's destiny. You are just playing. Your history will be erased from civilization. I want to greet everybody out here. Mama Echo, I got your message. I want to say thank you to everybody. I want to say thank you to Mommy in the house. May God bless you, ma. You live long for us. You see, to the viewers there, to our family, Otuaka for all of you. May God bless you guys. Let us, all of us, put on our thinking cap. Everybody, let us put on our thinking cap. When they use psychology on you, you don't know. It's a spirit. You don't know. You fall into that trap. There is nobody unbeatable in the surface of the earth as long as God created us. It's a matter of us putting up our thinking cap. We have formatted a new solution. We have brought up ideas here. But when we speak it, we forget. We speak it, we forget. That's the way we throw it aside. When it's not like when you bring fire, come secretariat, one government person said, okay, your fire, Trump. They'll go, when I say, you come back next day, they'll say, I bring fire here. They'll go inside where they dig your fire. That is how Nigeria thinking is. An average Nigerians. You have to distinct yourself. Tinubu is beatable. He is beatable. I said something a year. I said, we have to give them good trouble. It's beatable. Okay, what is Tinubu doing that Shagari did not do? What is Tinubu doing that Buhari did not do? They fake it. Buhari is always getting 12 million votes. Who told you people that he's getting 12 million votes? All those things are rigging.
Black Panther.
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you can I interject you, sir, or you want to finish?
Speak for 1 second.
Okay, nobody is disputing that is beatable or is unbeatable. There will be factors that will show that Nigerians are serious to kick him out. Those factors are what Mr. Harris. Those factors are not. They are not showing up. They are not seeing those factors.
See, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Look, Tinubu has been trained. He trained himself to be inhumane. As a drug lord, you go and watch Pablo Escobar. His stories on the media there, in the media there. He trained himself to be inhuman. That is the difference between Tinubu and every one of the politicians. But in terms of using money, they are the same. They are the same. Don't you see what Buhari said? He said Nigerian people, he said the Nigerian youth, they are lazy. He's trying to tell that you people, we people, we don't think, we are stupid. That is what he's trying. He's not educated. If he's educated, he would have put it in a way that everybody would go angry. Tinubu is beatable. Now the question that Nigeria was asking was like this. How can we beat him? That is indirect question from him. How can we beat him? We have to be as rugged and dogged like never before to beat him. It is never going to be 100% to the ballot. We should get it right. We have the money as he has the money. If we put heads together, we'll have the money. But we have to do something. We have to give them good trouble. For their money, we'll give them good trouble. That is when we become above them. How can somebody come and meet you in a polling booth? If you don't vote for him, make you not vote again. You don't go break his head. Whatever go wrong, go. That girl that withstand the brutality of those people, and she came back with blood on her face to vote. That is somebody that had the audacity that said, I will vote. He fought for it. That's why she lost blood on that day. How many Nigerian voters ready to be like that girl? None. Because they have divided us with tribe. That is what they divided on tribe since Buhari, Babang, Shagari time. That was when they divided us with tribe. But they intensified it in this republic. That is what they did. Now, I told you people, I got information. It's online. Go and search. They are going to give us electoral reform. They are going to give us. But the question they ask them, who is going to choose the INEC chairman? Because if you leave that thing on an exclusive list, it's not going to do anything. They are going to perform, do what they normally do. But if they don't give us, we have to give them good trouble. We don't have to be talking like everybody going to shout, yeah. On that electoral day, we have to be rugged as ever. It is either we go or we do the right thing. That is what we'll be thinking. Without that, we are not going to do anything. No. We are not going to do, they're going to win the election again, and nothing will happen. That is what we should be doing. Nothing will happen. We have to sit up, talk among ourselves, and know that this election is either we go or we don't leave. We don't leave. That is how we take it. South Africa, let me tell you, South Africa was eating from the dungeon. They were eating from the dustbin, and their children were being quiet every day, every seconds. But it came to their head that if they don't buy themselves on this struggle, who is going to live? Is our children going to live tomorrow? The answer is no. So they determined, they said, it's either we get it or we all perish. That is how we should think to get this election. That is how we think to get this power from them. We have to think like that. We have to tell Peter Obi, it is not cool and the gang again. It is hot and gang that can get this thing. It is not, Tinubu does not believe in, he said, if they don't accept money, give them more money. That is always the mentality of all drug lords. It is when you reach the end that you don't accept that big money, they will take you down. That is what they do. They will take you, that's what they do. That is the language of the drug lords all over the world. Even Pablo Escobar speaks like that. But what Tinubu is like other politicians that uses money and gangsters to win election. What are we doing? Are we going to be wearing suits and talking to gangsters? Are we going to be wearing suits and talking to gangsters? We have to do more than what they are doing. You cannot get power by wearing suits and canvas. You have to be hot-headed. You have to get your thinking cap. You have to lose it when necessary. But we are losing our thinking cap anytime we're on the verge of getting it, we're always losing it. That is not the time. That is not the time to lose it. We have to rise. Tinubu is beatable. Look at them. They are calling in now. All these Agbadorians that stand, Tony Africa, that stand as if we don't know what they are doing. You come and phone, you stay on Agbado. Agbado is a technical person. He does this. Then tomorrow they say, we must divide Nigeria. We must divide Nigeria. Blah, blah, blah. You are inconsistent. Inconsistent belongs to the devil. Be consistent, stand one ground. If you want Nigeria to go, say it all the time, be consistent. People will buy your message. But when you flip-flop, you are just like a vampire wearing the regalia of a human being. That is who you are. But mind you, don't worry. I'm preparing my petition against you very soon. Continue doing what you are doing. I've seen you. I have records of you. I have where you have spoken. I will relate to you when necessary. That is how I'm trained. But keep on doing what you are doing. Don't be consistent. And those people are consistent. A Benin man is always consistent. It don't flip-flop every time. That is wrong of you. If you don't want the country to be, stay on that premises. Don't say, hey, Agbado this, Agbado that. Don't say, yeah, you stand on the side of Yoruba instead of standing on the side of Nigeria. You go stay here, you go flip-flop. That is a demonic, inconsistent, demonic thing that you are doing. To all Nigerians, let us all put on our thinking cap. Let us not just feel defeated before the election. Oh, it go beat us. The question is, who is going to take, how are we going to make sure that even if it fixed the INEC law and it choose the INEC chairman, how are we going to fight so that it doesn't get it? Let me tell you one thing. If I was trained as a leader, that information is a spirit, that when it gets into a man, he can turn it the way that word comes. He can turn it the way that he can turn it his own way. Information can be productive, and information can also be demonic. So you choose one that you want that information to do. That is what they are using. Information is more than a weapon of warfare. We should know that. They are working on our mindset. Everyone is coming here. Oh, Tinubu is this. Is Tinubu is different from Buhari? Is it different from Buhari? Tell me, is it different? Oh, Awolowo won the West. Nobody could take the West from Awolowo for decades. Tinubu, they took the West from him. They took part of the West from him. So how did Awolowo do his own? How did Awolowo do that? They couldn't take the West from him. Even when they backstabbed him, they couldn't take the West from Awolowo. The only thing is that he couldn't become the president because his own tribe men and other people went against him. That is typical of Nigerian politics. He didn't want to do what this man is doing, selling your people and getting the presidency. He doesn't want to do that. He wanted to do the right thing. That's why he stick to it till he died. And may God bless his soul. We cannot be losing the fight at the mid-term. And God bless you. You have brought us a question. How do we beat him? That is what I see from your argument. How do we beat him in this election? Because he's holding the ace. How do we break that ace and beat him?
All right.
Thank you, Nigeria.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you. Mr. Jonathan, it's good to have you on the show, sir. Please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Yeah, Mr. Evans, I greet you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. God bless you. I'm trying to, I joined the broadcast late, so I'm trying to get, get back to listen to the, the broadcast from the beginning. But I think I've gotten enough, to make a submission. I greet you. God bless you. And my fellow panelists, I greet you all. God bless you all greatly. And the Mommy Diaspora, once again, you're welcome. And God bless you greatly. I greet all the commenters and all the callers. God bless you all abundantly. You're all welcome. I listened to Dele Farotimi, and he said something, my takeaway from that interview. Dele Farotimi said, and I think that is the basis, of his position now, and which has also formed the basis of many of us, that the position that many of us, or I won't say many, but at least some people that I've listened to, including myself too, that the issue now is about the electoral reform. And I think someone like Dele Farotimi has spoken. And it was very, very, Deliveroo to me was very clear. And he said something. He said, you cannot change anything pertaining to this system. Talking about the Nigerian system. You can't change anything in Nigeria if you are still retaining or maintaining the current system. I think that's, I'm paraphrasing him now. You cannot change anything in Nigeria if you are still retaining the current system. Change must be on the table. Change must be on the table. And when I joined the broadcast, I heard you talking about Mr. Peter Obi, that, he talked a lot about, his experience, economic experience and all, put statistics out and all the rest of it. And to me, he's right. Mr. Peter Obi is right and correct on that till today. But I think that position, that side of him is addressing only one part of our problem in Nigeria. He's only addressing one part of it, the economic side of it. Everything must be on the table, economically and politically. So everything Peter Obi has been saying is the change he wants to bring to the table economically. The change that he wants to bring, and he has successfully, he has done brilliantly in that regard. He has convinced majority of Nigerians that he has a change, he has change, he's bringing change to the table. And people are convinced with the change that he's bringing. He has articulated it, he has brought it to the table to the point now that people are even, it's like you are feeding somebody, people have been overfed with that change, but nothing politically. And I think that is what is biting now with the electoral reform on the table. So Deliveroo Timi now, and like-minded people, myself inclusive, we are now questioning Peter Obi's plan on political change. So people should not get it wrong. We are now questioning his plan on political change. We have so many problems in Nigeria. Economic problem. You can put so many things under that economic problem. Healthcare, transportation, education, just name them. They are all embedded, all included under the economic problem or problems that we have. But one thing is very important, the political problem. You cannot, it is now clear to all of us, you cannot deal successfully, holistically with the economic problem without dealing with the political problems. The political problem or problems are always, they have been there for us as Nigerians. They are there, but nobody has been able to tackle it head on. And make no mistake about it, it is the political problems that leads to economic problem. Failure to deal with political problems, you will not be able to successfully bring change economically. Because at the end of the day, if not for political problems that has not been dealt with, why would the likes of Peter Obi be mingling with El-Rufai and Mechi? It's because the political problem has not been dealt with, even halfway. And if the political problem or problems are not dealt with, there will be problems. We cannot deal successfully. And that's the position. What Deliveroo Timi, I believe that's what he was saying there. Because when you get to office, let's even assume, let's pretend that the political problem gets somebody like Peter Obi in. And with the political problems that we have, if that same problem is still there, but somehow gets Mr. Peter Obi in as the president. With that problem still there, he cannot do much economically. That's the position of Dele Farotimi. He will not be able to do much. They will hold him. They will hold him back. That is the reason why it is important that we deal with this electoral reform. At the heart of our political problem is the electoral issue. At the center of it, because once that is dealt with, it will disincentivize crooked people, people that see politics as business. It will not be lucrative to them anymore. All of them will be out of the game. You will now be seeing people, pure people that really want to serve the nation. Those are the people that will be emerging. Competent people, people with integrity. Those are the people that will be seen. So I think now, the issue now is that we must now deal with the political problem. The economic problem alone is not there. So it is the political issue that must be dealt with now. And that is where Mr. Peter Obi is having a challenge. The way he has been able to articulate his plan, economic plan for Nigeria, to the point where I want to say that almost all Nigerians are in tandem with him on that. He has to be able to do the same on our political problems. And at the center of it is this electoral issue. I've said it over and over again. Mr. Peter Obi will come out. He will always, every time, he will give us, he will put a economic problem there, and he will end up, he will also put out the solution to it. That at the end of the day, you will have no choice but to agree with him, because you can't fault him really, really deeply. You can only ask him to do better. You cannot fault him. But when it comes to the political problems, it has been left untouched, undone. And I don't think it can continue this way. Because, as I've always said, how could you be going into an election knowing fully well that your opponent is the one that is going to appoint the referee? The likes of these politicians in Nigeria, they are too smart now. They know this. You cannot enter into a game knowing fully well that it is in Nigeria. It is not even only your opposition.
Mr. Jonathan.
Yes.
So if I thank you for that, the way you coined an analysis. Now, knowing fully well what you know, that your opponent will determine, your opponent will choose the referee. What will you do better to beat both the referee and the one that appoints them? If you can speak to that.
Yeah. You have first of all, when you know, what makes it even worse, before we talk about the solution there, what makes it even worse is that your opponent is not only picking the referee, he's also picking the two assistant referees. Is the one also who is in charge, as we see it today in football or in soccer, is also the one who is in charge of the VAR room. He's in charge of the VAR room. Whether they will call or they will not call anything, he's also in charge. So that is how bad. So let's just lay that premise. So how do you now deal with that problem? How do you deal with it? Because you stand no chance at all. You going into it, ab initio, you know that you stand no chance. And I believe that these guys are too smart. They are smarter than all of this. So to deal with this, you got to come out and say, I'm not entering. The first step is that collectively, we are not entering into this game without ensuring that all of us have equal playing field. We have the same rights. We have the same chance. You have to say that out. And to say that is to come out and start to advocate for it. The way we talk about corruption in Nigeria, that to a point now, yeah, the politicians now. See, I've said it before. Nigeria is highly corrupt. But let me tell you something. If you are not smart in Nigeria, if you steal 1 naira, Now you then go do scapegoats. It's very sophisticated. They are very smart. To steal 1 naira in Nigeria is a well-calculated, well-sophisticated process. It's not just stolen just like that. If you steal it, if you do it, if you think that you will let anybody, because you are a politician, then you can just go there and just take the money and walk away. Now you then go do example. The person will end up in jail. I don't care who the person is. So it is well orchestrated before they steal. So therefore, when it comes to this process of the electoral reform, these people are too smart. They know this. They cannot be entering this game with one of their hands and legs cut off, and yet they are still going into it. Then something is wrong somewhere. We need to challenge them from this angle and I think we have a role to play until we demand that for you going into this game, you are also corrupt to some extent. I don't think I can validate you 100% any longer. There is an issue here. If you know ab initio that entering this game with in fact your 2 eyes has been plugged out, one of your hands and one of your legs have been successfully cut off, and you are so bent on entering into that game, something is wrong somewhere that perhaps we don't know.
Honestly, God bless you. Honestly, God bless you.
So I think politicians must now come and we must now begin to challenge them that for you to enter into this game with the way it is right now, you have it. That is why they go in there. That is why Tinubu can get there. Look at what he's doing. Look at the state of Nigeria today. Declare in the middle of the night as president. Everybody shout, everybody talked. The Supreme Court still ended up to install him. He was installed.
Now, Oga Jonathan, sorry for 1 second.
Yeah.
Why is the lawyers, the advocates, and all other pressure group, why are they not coming out? Because they all know that the presidency will maneuver the election through him selecting who is going to be the umpire.
So
they know.
Black Panther, you are asking a question and you know the answer. What we are doing here, we are not saying that this guy is not beatable. He is beatable. You are asking a question and you know the answer. In the last election, the judge that was in the court, how much were they paid allegedly? You are asking a question that you know the answer already, Black Panther.
And those lawyers too.
Can I tell Black Panther something? I beg. Mr. Jonathan, I beg. 2 seconds. Give us some of this.
Mr. Jonathan, don't talk finish. Mona quick. Let someone else for move on now.
All right.
Mr. Jonathan, round up in 1 minute. Madam Patricia, just hold on. Round up one so that we get to everyone on time.
Yeah, nothing much to say. I think I've put it out there.
Okay.
The point is just that please, our politicians must now begin. If you are true, you are really, really true to it, it is high time that you must fight for this electoral reform. That is the center of our political problem. And if it is not dealt with, we can't go anywhere. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you for standing with me on that. Madam Patricia, go ahead, talk to us. Good evening to you.
Okay, now Mr. Black Panther, when that was saying that.
Just go ahead with your submission. Just go ahead. Talk for a second.
My submission, it's not my turn yet. I was only trying to.
Now you be the moderator, madam.
Okay, please let me take my turn. I am Elvis.
No, man. Hold on,
It's my time. Okay, no problem. Okay.
I know they like when I say maybe we go on with their submission. Now they tell me it not be your turn. And it now look like I don't know what I'm doing.
My screen here, they different.
Do not to take turn now.
Okay.
It's your turn. After Mr. Jonathan, Madam Patricia, it's your turn. I called the rest people that did not answer.
Thank you.
I don't like that.
Thank you. Good evening, Mr. Elvis. Good evening to all our panelists and also Mommy Diaspora, the people in the comment section. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are watching us from. Yes, please like and share. It's very important. Press also on the dollar sign. God bless you. Okay, now I want to start with the question Mr. Blackwater asked. The answer he already knows. That why are the all these civil activists organizations, why are they not coming out now when they know what the truth and they know what is happening, that it is Tinubu that is going to appoint the INEC chairman. It's the same thing that Mr. what's it called? Tony was referring to. That he was being lashed here. He was saying that, look, I believe I understand the point he was trying to make. That Tinubu get the bread, he get the knife. As it stands now. If all the civil organization are not coming out, like you said, you already know the answer, which means they also be bought over. That's what it should be, because otherwise, how come they are not speaking? They are not speaking about electoral reform. Because without the electoral reform, there is no how, not only the electoral reform, also who nominates the INEC chairman. As long as the person that is going to nominate the INEC chairman is Mr. President, yeah, then we go nowhere. We go nowhere. And I want to also lend my voice to what Mr. Ellis was saying. All these Malaysia, whatever statistic that Mr. P.O. is bringing, that's not what we want to hear now. What we want to hear is how are we going to make sure, how are we going to make sure our vote counts? That's what we want to hear. Because all these statistics, Malaysia, this, India, and that, not be that one, not be go feed lead us to winning the election. Yeah, you not go lead us anywhere. Now so we go dance like Ishekiri Juju, enter water. So no, he need to come now and tell us what he wants to do. What is he doing? People are talking about Nigerians. The power that Nigeria has is only to go to the polling booths. That's where their power ends. They don't have power beyond the polling booths. Last time we know what happened. Can anyone in this platform tell me that Obi did not win? We all know Obi won nearly every state, if not the 36, minus Abuja, which also is not supposed to be a state, but they now put it as a state. Okay? Let's assume. Let's say Obi won at least, notwithstanding, I believe up to 28 states. I believe that. But we know what happened. And here we are again, playing the same card, playing the same game, bringing the old wine to put in new bottle. That will not work.
You are playing the same game with the same person like the last time.
You know, it will not work. It will never work. Look, all of una wey be say una no dey like to tell una self the truth, make una dey, make una dey look. Because to be honest, it's not going to work. How? We are going to collusion. They are going to collusion without addressing the meat of the matter. What is the meat of the matter? The INEC. Because at the end, what caused the glitch? Up to today, they didn't tell us. So you can't tell me now, make me and my people go vote, finish. Then they will go and tell us another glitch happen again. Well, we know say the 2023 election, the elections were going simultaneously. You know, the Senate one and the House of Rep and the President one, they went together. 2 went through, President not go through. And then you come against more, go get PVC. PVC not go matter anything if the root cause of the matter is not addressed. So make nobody deceive anybody here. And then Mr. Ellis was saying that, okay, the only person you know that is clean Is Mr. Peter Obi? Look, I'm not here to tarnish anybody. Okay? There's a saying that says, show me your associates and I will tell you who you are. That is simple. So we're not deceive ourselves. And Mama Esho, that you are wanting probing. Say if you don't go probe. You don't go probe, it don't talk many times. So Nigerians when they say they see Messiah, I go repeat them. One artist don't see a savior. When I deceive ourselves. They are all one and the same coin. Okay? So if you like, you believe. If you believe what I say, you save yourself. If you don't believe, you will get your heart broken again. And I hear we go there again after 2027, analyzing everything.
Let me take few of your second. Mr. Peter Gregory, in this matter, when we did so, he not get choice. He must probe them. Yes. Because the money when they talk so, now be the loan when they grant from our born children. So we go collect her to pay this loan. So Gregory Peter Obi, you go change that your language. If my children must vote for you, you they hear me? You know,
it's not enough. But, mommy, that's sorry, Mama Esho. Look, it's better you let him come the way he is than trying to. No, wait. No, just wait. Make I still learn. Okay, you want me to campaign to you? Say he go probe them. Later, you not probe them.
Wait. If he come,
maybe you like to be lied to. I don't.
Anywhere when I meet her, it is a condition I must give to him. Whether he except him with these people are the same thing. You dey hear me? Except they are the same thing. You will not deceive my children. Never again.
Man, I tell you, this question has been asked many times, not once, not twice. And he has stood his ground to say he will not probe anybody. Okay? So if we now are now giving a condition for we to vote for him, he's a politician. He will tell you, yes, he will probe. Yeah, that's the point I'm trying to make. There's no point. Okay? There's no point. And I understand Showore very well. That Showore is not really.
You dey hear me?
Showore.
Because now my children future. There is
I understand.
Madam Patricia, there will be no point if they don't clear those debts. But as long as those debts remain, there is points. I will be a thorn. Me, Mama Hejo, will be a thorn on his flesh if he enters.
Look, ma, just tell you something. Let me tell you, Mr. Dele Farutimi, he said things in the interview that is enough for us, to go and chew and digest. So, for me, what I've come to understand is that there is a conspiracy. There's a conspiracy. If I like I'm not taken, I don't like me, I'm not taken. Of how to deal with the rest of Nigerians. Okay? So, because the agreement he has made, nobody knows. Nobody knows the agreement. It's very seldom that somebody could tell me, say, oh, you want power for only 4 years. Because of the arrangement that is on ground. How? That is not good enough. And you are not talking about electoral reform. So who is going to give you the power? The Jagaban that is there, say power is not served a la carte. Nobody will give it to you in a plate of gold, platter of gold. Okay? And there is no headway to all this talking. No headway.
All right, Madam Patricia, your time is up.
You have not given us a vision for us to, to contemplate around. No vision. So it's difficult. I'll leave it there. Thank you.
Madam Patricia, thank you very much, man. Thanks for your submission. I appreciate you.
Elvis, can
and
I
it's good to have you. Hold on, sir. Thank you, Madam Aris Finance. It's good to have you on the show. Good evening to you, man. Okay, Olumide, you only have 6 minutes. Anybody why I call you all the answer, I would be reducing all of your minutes now because we are not
Which
yet coming.
one be that
Thank
one
you.
now?
Thank
No,
you.
no, 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 no. Olumide, talk to
Yes.
us. I bet Olumide, help me mute that guy there. Tell us say they make noise. Mute him.
What if ask when you want reduce? Okay, add more.
Olumide, go ahead.
Add 3 more minutes for use 9 minutes.
Thank you, Elvis. I want to agree with Mr. Jonathan that our broken politics has led us to where we are today. I mean, if we trace our history back from 1960, the fact that the first school, our politics and everything that happened is what has led us, because it is our politics that that helps to determine the kind of people that will lead the people and appoint people in government institutions and the rest of it. I do agree there. I also want to speak to Mr. Peter Obi that you can't see, you can't go. I just want to employ him to, my own advice to him is to maintain his track record of integrity and honesty and being open with the people. Because it is that track record that has led him to this state of popularity that he's at right now. And now going back, anything that you do that will not be in the interest of the people, I won't even mention the constitution. That will go. I won't mention that because they don't even have a constitution in that shit right now. That will not be in the interest of the people. Any agreement you have, I mean, it's not will not be that will not benefit their interests. I just hope that you won't go into those kind of agreements. You understand? Because it is very, very, I would say it is premature and it is immature for you to go and say that you will do one term, that all you need to do is one term. No. I mean, I don't know what kind of pressure or what kind of human being, what kind of desperation would have made you to go into such an agreement or to make such statement, especially when we know that the caliber of people that are hovering around you or trying to fraternize with you are people that their background is very shady. These are people who should be held to account for some of their actions when they were in office. These are people who openly claim that they brought foreign invaders into our land to come and kill our people on their farms and mutilate them and sack people from their villages, rename the villages, all in the name of ethnicity and religion. You understand? To steal people's land. So I mean, it won't work. That won't work. It's not going to work. So the best way to do what you are doing is to be open, to be honest, and to be forthright. That is how you build a country. I mean, if you are dealing with foreign adversaries, you can be lying and be doing espionage and be doing secrecy. That's why you have secret service. That's why you have spies. But when you're dealing with your people, you have to be open. There's no secrecy about anything. You have to be open. That is what operates in civilized societies. It's societies that deal shadily with their people or want to deal in secrecy don't advance. They don't advance. They don't amount to anything. That's what I'm going to say. Still messaging and track record. I think what Elvis, I do understand your concern when you started and opened the program, you're voicing out about where, okay, we are at a standstill right now, and some of us, fortunately, for some of us, have been asking these questions right from the very moment they declared their sham election in 2023. What next? What next? Is this how we're going to allow things to play? Is this how 2027 is going to play out? Some of us have asked that questions from the very beginning, after 2023 elections. But now you're asking that question today. So that is the point we all are at right now. Are we going to be part of the same sham that is going to take place, knowing fully well that these people are poised to rig and not make the people's votes count? Reading out, they begin to lay the groundwork, reading out false statistics. Buhari's 12 million votes, Kwankwan So's 2 million votes. He got this one in the Southeast, he got that. When we know, till today, they have not even told us what happened with the glitch. How much of an error went into that glitch? What exactly happened? They've not broken it down. And you are reading out false statistics. And you have seen, if they meant well, right after the election, INEC would have proved to us that it was truly a glitch by making sure that elections were held with the beavers after spending billions of dollars to procure that machine and put that process in place. They would have made sure that these beavers, they did it. They did it in Oyo State. They did it in Osun State. They did it in Ekiti. So what exactly? And they were able to use the beavers. When Adeleke went to, whatever his name is, the cousin of that rogue president, went to appeal Adeleke's victory. You understand? INEC and PDP were able to prove, Aleke's party were able to prove that the beavers work. The judges were able to incontrovertibly see that that thing worked. When APC brought their own sheet to say, no, there was overvoting, they were able to use the beavers and the IREF to prove that Adeleke truly won. So what has changed overnight? Why can't INEC use the beavers? Why can't they use the IREF? What exactly is going on? If any reform has to be done, see, I've said it times without number, this going down a rabbit hole has to stop. You can't keep chasing yourself through the rabbit hole. They did option A4 work. They did this. Now we are using technology. You are saying technologies need reform. What technology needs reform? What should be reformed is the heart of the people conducting these elections. This brings me to the point where maybe whoever is truly interested in contesting to be president of this country, I'm not going to come here and campaign for Obi. I want to see my country move on the right trajectory. Yeah, and if that country is not going to move on the right trajectory, let every man go his own way. I want to see a country where there's true equity, fairness, and justice. Not a bunch of criminals who have set themselves by the country to be stealing the people's resources and people dying every day. I want to see a country that works, whether it is Obio, whether it is anybody that wants to truly come out and be the president of the people. This is the right time to start to go to the institutions that matter. When I talk about the institutions that matter in the country, we're talking about the intelligentsia of the country, the educational institutions, the professional bodies that make up the country. These are the people that make up the citizens, that make up the society. Go to the professional bodies, go to the students, the universities, go to the polytechnics, go to the colleges of education, go to the socio-cultural organizations, our traditional institutions. Begin to tell them that this is the time we need to start making sure that the resources of the people are used for the people. It doesn't pay when a few people steal our money and deny the people their resources.
Thank you. Olumide.
Yes.
Why you not tell me? Not be 6 minutes I give you. As he pass 6 minutes, why you not come say, Elvis, my minutes don't pass 6 minutes? Why do you have to talk for this long?
So he go tell you when I tell you maybe give her 9 minutes, he go tell you say don't 6 minutes, you come keep quiet, right? Thank you very much. Make the play.
Now the problem with us, now the problem with us be that now.
Mr. Hyde is
Huh?
malnourished from.
I thought you were
No,
all
no, no.
enjoying my. I thought you were all enjoying my speech.
Madam Patricia, you talk for 10 minutes. 10 minutes. You know, so Olumide talk for 9 minutes. And instead of 6 minutes, anyway, I'll come give us a Monday 4 minutes. Give us a
How
Monday.
many minutes me I talk for?
Now the nine we had the question how you give us
Give us 3 minutes. Give her 3
No,
minutes
no
because you don't
matter.
talk.
You don't
You don't
get
talk.
everybody
You don't
finish.
shoot mouth for everybody matter since.
Don't mind
now
now.
because you una talk dey interesting now, that's why they put my mouth.
After you say one go, get ready, sir. I'll come to you
Let
after
him go,
this.
let him go. I'll come after him. Let him go. I'll come
You
after him.
dropped me, right?
Let
No,
them go,
no,
I'll come
after
after
give us
them.
a Monday, that will be you.
No, let him go, I'll come after him. I'll come after him.
Abdul Malik, talk to us. Thank you, sir. Good evening to you.
Okay, good evening, Mr. Niger Watch. Good
Yes,
evening,
sir.
Nigeria. Good evening, everybody in the panel. You see, electoral reform is very compulsory to Ahmed. But there is one thing I want to let you guys know. If you calculate last 2023 presidential election, it was held February 23, 2023, right? Which is, if you calculate from now to then, now, if we held again by February, we have almost 18 months to vote. There is a time. We have time to go to do that. But I believe they need to start it now. But I believe that one will be done. They must do it. That is compulsory. I believe that is what they will do. Because without that, there is no election. We have a long way to go, almost 18 months from now. Calculate. 6 plus 12 is 18. I believe they will do that. Yeah, for me. The only thing is that those people that are used to buy vote at the polling unit, they need to classify those people as a terrorist. Yeah, they should not allow those people again. Those are the people that destroyed the election. They are the ones that violated the election, yes. They need to stop those people to be buying vote at the polling unit. Yeah, they should classify them as a terrorist.
Abdul Malik, I'm sorry. What about the IRF and the Beavers machine?
That is
INEC and the Beavers machine not supposed to sieve it out?
That is electoral reform. They must do it. I said it before. It's compulsory. They must do it. We have 18 months to go. 18 months. This year now, 6 months now till February, and 2026, 12 months, right? Which is 18 months. They will do that. You know, if you want to deal with your enemy, it's not every secret you open up to your enemy, because when you tell your enemy what you will do next, he will tackle it that way. Understand? Peter Obi has been a governor for 8 years, right? He knows the system. Not only even himself, even other party, they know the system. They are the same people. They know what they will do. For me, I believe that it's not everything they will say on air. There is something that they cannot say. Because if there is no electoral reform, what happened in 2023, it will repeat itself. How can a 3 election head, which is House of Senate, House of Rep, and presidential election, the 2 was going through, right? Only 2 go through. But the presidential election, there was a glitch. How? Only that one classified that the election was rigged. Not everything they will tell you, you need to know that. Yeah, at least, I don't know, we African, there is the way we reason. I don't really understand the kind of mentality most of us we have. Really, I'm telling you the truth. Sorry to say. That is the reason why Africa is getting backward. Yes, that is the major thing. Because we quickly to forget. Just take a look now. I almost last 3 months, right? They was talking about constitution, to amend constitution, right? But now we have never heard anything again. How they will not follow one thing and get it. After they don't jump from year to year, from year, just like monkey, jump from one tree to another. I don't really know how the country will be better. For me, I think it reasoning because the people are there. Most of all those prominent men, they benefit from the system.
Oga Malik,
Yes.
thank you for those statements you made. God bless you.
Yeah, thank you too. For me, I'm telling you the truth because if we almost last how many years the patron they went to go and meet Tinubu at Abuja, right? But today we have not heard anything about them. They start off something. They will not fight it to the end. They will stop. How can we meet up that way? You cannot meet up. That is the major. Even all those judges, all those judges that give fake judges. Even the NBA, they're supposed to strike against those people. Yeah, the association, they're supposed to strike the lawyers, but they don't do anything. We have a very big problem in that country. If we want that country to be fixed, the people, the power belongs to the people. No matter how you strong, there is somebody behind who's strong more than you. Yes, where you strong, rich, that is where somebody's power starts from. Nobody strong past it. No. No matter how you strong, person dey behind somewhere where is strong past you. It's just because the citizens they are not serious. The power belong to the people according to for democracy. Even anywhere, when people are united, there is nothing can shake them. No. It's just because of even the youth, there are some betrayers. Understand? Hypocrite. That is the reason why they don't get it right. Just take a look now, this by-election that is passed, the way they was operating, if the youth are united, they cannot do that. Like those people that came to go and buy those prominent men that came to buy the election at the polling unit, they will hold them and give them to the agency, police also there. But they will not, how can you somebody koro like this is buying vote and you people are living, imagine. What type of country is that? Koro like this, somebody is paying people to go and vote for me. Is that free and fair election? It's not free and fair. With that, it's not election. For me, they don't call that election. It's a sham. It's not election. We have a long way to go because the way the country is going, without something, if the citizens don't do something dramatically, there is nothing will change. Because those people, they know the way they tune the citizen. They know the way they tune them left and right. That's why they keep on doing what they are doing. Just take a look what happened in the SARS. Most of them, they was not in the power, right? But they was running out of the town. The power belongs to the people, not them. How many are the politicians? They are not up to how many? All the state. It's just because they are not serious yet. Other country they did it right. Why? What happened to Nigeria? They can do it, but the unity is there. The unity is not there. That is the reason why they were missing it. She's like somebody when you don't have if somebody is corrupt, and make sure you have evidence against that person before you say it out. You cannot just say somebody is corrupt because of I'll share with a criminal. I'm a criminal. No, I may not be a criminal because when I was in school, if you take a look when you were in school in Nigeria, you may follow courtesy, but you cannot be courteous. Yes, sometimes be like that. Unless we find somebody evident, okay, this person really is corrupt. We have seen something like he embezzle money, they prove it, yes, before you will say it. And let us say something, this one is not from me, from my side. Let me criticize this man. No, it's not good. Because when you are criticize somebody. Somebody behind somewhere is criticizing you too. That is how it is. That is karma. That is what is happening now in this government now. It's karma. They did it against Jonathan, but they want to did it against them too. Thank you very much, Mr. Nanjawo.
All right. My brother Abdul Malik, thank you, sir. Thanks for your time and your submission. I appreciate you. Okay, we are going to be having our final submission right now, so we can move on. Mama Esho, we are coming back to you again. 2 minutes, your final submission, man. Okay, Mama Esho, you are not there. Olumide, are you there? Okay, go ahead, man. Thank you. Everybody, please get close to your speaker if you want to give your final submission. God bless you all. Mama Esho, go ahead. 2 minutes.
All right. Mr. Greg repeat Obi, probing all the people when thief my children destiny. When thief the money, when they're supposed to create an enabling environment for them, make they use their God-given brain, they fulfill destiny. People when thief, you go collect the money back. Reason is because when I not see where to turn my children to, na turn them to molosho, na turn them to kidnappers, na turn them to Yahoo plus, na turn them to everything that are negative. The money when they thief, one that for them prepare a place for them to fulfill destiny. So you go collect them and they tell you. And anywhere me and you meet for this internet during campaign, now my first question for your face be that. So if you know say you not go fit do the job, tell us now. You hear me? This is a must. And their children, make una not mind all this negative reading when they tell you now, say if Tinubu is unbeatable is a lie. When you people join your strength together, you brought Dele Farotimi out. You join your strength together. You brought my daughter Comfort out. You join your strength together. You'll be winning victory. So that shows to me that if we all join our strength, our voice, our money, everything together, Chief Tinubu na Goliath when we go fall down and we go cut his neck with his own sword. Thank you and God bless us.
All right, Mama Esho, thank you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you very much for your time and your submission. Olumide, are you there with us, sir? Okay, you're not there. Black Panther, are you there? Your 2 minutes?
Yeah. All right, go add 1 minute, Jonah. I want to say here that we have to learn on how to give good trouble to these people. You see, I want to ask everybody here, why is everybody afraid of Peter Obi? That question, we have not really dug into it. Peter Obi is somebody that they are afraid of because he's coming in to change the old order. The old order. That is why they are afraid of him. He's coming to change the old order. Peter Obi cannot work on economy alone and leave the old status quo of your electoral, whatever you say, and leave it. He cannot. He cannot stay put with the powers of the president as it is now. He cannot stay with it. He has to, for him to fulfill that economic plan that he has to lay off almost 75% of the power that belongs to the president for him to actualize what he's talking about in economy. If you have to analyze it very well, that is why I said we should wear our thinking cap. If you have to analyze all what he wants to do in terms of economy, Oga Jonathan spoke about it. He has to lay off 75% of the power of the president. The exclusive list has to disengage. You have to disengage it.
for him to actualize that economic policy and principle that he's bringing forward. If he put a structure, when he said about military, he said leave that side alone. He said when we get there, we know what to do. He cannot speak on that. Terrorism, he cannot speak on that. Electoral law, we, the people that come out to vote, it is we that need to make that good trouble happen on that day of voting. He said, we will count them with the election. Is that not bringing a bell to every one of us? Are you going to wear a suit and go and vote? Then somebody will point eye on you and said, you know, if you don't vote for Agbado, no come vote. You're not chicken out. Everybody must wear the regalia of what they want to dose out. We must also dose out that same thing to them. Because we cannot, our hands are tied. They will definitely give us an electoral law. I said it and I'll keep on repeating. They will give us. But the powers who to put the INEC there, they will not give us. That is on the exclusive list. They won't give it to us. Corrupt leaders won't take that out of the exclusive list. They won't. They won't. We have been asking for constitutional review for long. Have they done anything? We asked for power for more than 30 years. It is now when when that man Buhari gave it, no governors are ready to even work on it. Does that not tell us that all of them are in the same camp? We have to give them good trouble if we want election to come our way. If we want our vote to count, we have to go there like somebody that is wounded. Like that girl that they stab her on her face. That is how we need to go, and we'll change it.
Thank you.
We need to do that, please.
Thank
everybody.
You,
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Jonathan, please, if you are there.
Yeah,
okay, Mr. Jonathan, you are not close.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
then talk to us.
Yeah.
Your final submission. Thank you, sir.
I get you once again. See, the electoral reform, with respect to the powers that the Constitution gives the president, that is what they must address. Otherwise, it will just be cosmetic change or changes. The power the president has is too much for any electoral, especially when the president is the one that is in that is also going to be in that election. If they are true to it, they are true to themselves and true to Nigeria and to the Nigerian people. At the minimum, they could say, once you become president and you are contesting again, you cannot appoint INEC chairman. If you are not contesting, even that power, you could still use it in favor of anybody that you want. So that power should be struck out completely. They should give it. We are too smart in Nigeria. You know, even on this panel alone, this panel, as it is right now, 9-10 people on this panel, we can sit down here and even set a time, 3 hours, just 3 hours of discussion. We will come up with a method that will be agreeable. How much more when you are not talking of people of intellects that are there in Nigeria, that they cannot, they know they can do it. A system, a structure where the appointment of the INEC chairman will not be political. That chairman will give no damn. He will just do his job. Number one, the president cannot fire him. Number two, if he does anything or he go and get bribe from anybody he wants to do, he will end up in jail. Us here, just us here alone, give us 3 hours. Like let everybody talk. Let everybody put their have their input in. I'm telling you, in 3 hours, we'll come up with a system, bulletproof one. Though the human being will still come find a way to circumvent it, but they know that the penalty is there. Then you end up in jail. We can do it. That power is too enormous. It's too big that you give to one man. And if we are serious about electoral reform, that must be part of it. I understood the fact that the journey of 1,000 miles begins in a day. In a day, I know maybe we will not get there at once, but we can start. They can put themselves together. Shows that they have the guts and they have the love of the nation at heart, and do something about the electoral reform.
All right. Thank you.
As it currently stands right now, is an aberration. It cannot be. And let me say this finally. See, if you don't fight it now, they will use it to rig you out.
All
so
right.
why not fight for it?
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Jonathan.
I appreciate it.
I will comment on that on my own finance submission. But let me quickly move on to everyone. Madam Patricia, are you still there? 2 minutes.
I am here, Mr. Elvis. Thank you.
You.
Okay, so I want to, on the other hand, I was going to talk about Showore before, but then that time was off. Anyway, this is why I ended with show me your friend and I will tell you who you are. Okay? This is the reason why Showore will not want to have any collusion with these people. This group of people that PO is flirting with. So, for me, Nigerians, I would say that Showore is the best person for now, because he's been doing what he's been doing for ages, and he has suffered more than any of these people for the sake of the common Nigerians, common good of Nigerians. We know what he stands for. He's always out there fighting for Nigerians. He's not fighting for himself. And he has put his life on the line for Nigerians. While some are hiding and their Boligo supporters are saying he should not die for Nigeria, for Nigerians, But you see, this stake is high. The stake is high. If you want to liberate those that are oppressed, it's either you are willing to die or back off. That's what it is. You cannot have your cake and have it. You cannot eat your cake and have it. You have to choose. Either you eat your cake and walk away, or decide to face whatever comes out of it. This two-faced coin that is showing us one person, me and all day. Yes, I don't think it's the right way. And electoral reform, if they are not talking about it, somebody mentioned about Nigerians, it's Blackwater again. I mentioned about Nigerians being the ones to chest the electoral reform. If Mr. Peter Obi and any other one that is in the coalition is willing to dish out 100 million to come and vote, to be the card carrying, what's it called? Aspire to be president of Nigeria, and they are not addressing the root cause of the problem, which is the INEC and its bodies, then which means they are all working together. Nigerians alone cannot do it. Okay? They can never do it. Because
All right, Madam Patricia, I don't ring bell. Abi, you know they hear the bell for that side.
I don't hear Give us a mandate voice here. I'm not here. No verse.
All right, ma. Thank you very much. You've done well. Your message have been passed. Okay. Let me move on to the next person. Abdul Malik, your final submission, 2 minutes.
Good evening once again, Mr. Evans.
Yes, sir.
As I said before, electoral reform is compulsory because if they don't address it, what happened in 2023 will repeat itself. It's compulsory. They must do that, I believe, because we still have time. 18 months from now, I believe they will do it. What I will say is this: if really we want to make Nigeria work, we should know the right thing to do. Because immediately when you are 18 years, you know what is good and what is bad. Talk less of most of all, we have 50 something, 40 something, 60 something. It's just because of the way we brought up, the way I don't really understand. That is what keeps us where we are today. That's why we are not moving forward. Yeah, we don't have truth, including me. Majority of we don't have truth. We are not sincere. And it's very bad. And anywhere there is no truth, there is no peace. And there is no unity. And if these two things are not anywhere, that place can never move forward. It can never, unless they change their mentality. Yes. The thing is that those people that they are saying they want to do correlation, what are they planning to do? Because it's not to do. This is what APC do against PDP 2014. But look at what happened today. APC now PDP is better than APC then. APC now destroyed Nigeria finally. When PDP was there, the Nigerian economy was better. But today now, this is what they correlate to do. But today now, Nigerian economy is destroyed. If this ADC, they have good plan for Nigeria to be better, for me, it's good idea. But it's not just to say they want to correlate and remove this guy, remove Tinubu, but they don't have good plan for the people. They are just there for themselves. That is my major thing. Just there to steal. They don't govern country like my major thing is that Nigeria, they are the problem. It's not only when you cannot buy food you protest. When they increase, or when somebody borrow money, your president borrow money, they have not give account of it. You can protest for that. They don't know what they are doing in that country because they are not aware of anything. How system work. Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Nigeria.
Mr. Abdul Malik, thank you, sir. God bless you. Give us a minute. Are you there?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Okay, yes. Go ahead. Talk to us. Good evening to you once again.
Thank you very much. Truly appreciate the time. Thank you so much for all that you do. I greet you. I greet Mami Diaspora. I greet all the panelists. I thank everyone for the time. Well, based on what we are actually speaking on, in all that we have said, we are not saying that Tinubu cannot be defeated. We are not saying that Tinubu cannot be removed. But what we are saying is, to get this guy out of office, there must be some factors or some things on ground. And those things, we are not seeing them yet. For example, you talk about electoral reform. Okay, electoral reform. The last electoral reform, I remember, Tambua, if I'm still correct, was the Senate president then, if I'm correct. There was a reform that was done. But in that same reform, you have a loophole. You have a loophole that told you that INEC can choose to do whatever they so wish to do in the election. And that is why we are where we are today. because of that nonsense that they put in the reform that they did. We are where we are today. Now, before now, we know that Abuja FCT is on its own. That same reform, or the judges in the court, they did the Dabra, shook eye for our eyes, like Mr. Elvis would say, turn Abuja to a state overnight. Now, you are talking about they must give us electoral reform. It's good. It's not about giving you electoral reform, but what is the purpose of the reform when what is supposed to do is not doing it? Because what we are clamoring for now is to see a better election in 2027. But how can we see a better? How can we get a better election when the person that has the bread is the one that has the knife? He decides what happened. And so the call here of Mr. Peter Gregory and all Nigerians, including myself, is we advocate. As we are advocating for electoral reform, we also advocate for INEC chairman to be independent, cannot be selected by the sitting president, or let Nigerians be the one that decide who becomes the INEC chairman. Because we have seen over and all over again this evil being done to Nigerians by these wicked men. What are we going to do different? What are we going to do different? This man, you and I know, is an antecedent. We know what he has done. We know what he can do. Nigerians can remove him, good. But there must be some factors on ground. We must have those factors. We must have those things that show that this guy can be removed. If Nigerians decide tonight they want to remove Tinubu from office, and all of these criminals, they will remove them. If Nigerians decide tonight, they stand up tonight and say, you know what, your time is up, they will go. Sri Lanka is a case study. As a matter of fact, somebody was talking about Egypt. The first person they got one president, he didn't do it, they removed him. The next person came, they removed. The third person came, he sit down tight. So my people, Tinubu can be removed. We can remove him. But what are the factors that we have on ground? Are Nigerians ready? Nigerians are, by tomorrow now, it's Friday, they are in their launch. Like Mr. Evans today, they are pressing blow, chasing after shadows, chasing after things that are irrelevant, and the country is plunging into destruction. The country is plunging into destruction. And like I said yesterday, we all should be in a crime mode with ashes on our heads. Our country is being destroyed, being run over by these criminals. So for me, let's chart our course and fight for our country. The battle is on everybody, not on Peter Gregory alone. It's on me, it's on you. Let us all stand and fight for the deliverance of this country. These men have failed us, including pastors, imams, sheikh, kings and queens, whoever you call them, they are all failures. Let us stand and deliver our country. Thank you very much for that, Mr. Harris. I the mic.
All right, my brother, give us a mandate. Thank you very much for that submission. I appreciate you. All right, Mr. Alabo just came in. Mr. Alabo, I'll give you 4 minutes to talk to us. Thank you. Good evening to you, sir.
Thank you, sir, and God bless you for what you do. Good evening, everyone, once again. Let me stand on the existing protocol. One thing I want to remind us, Nigeria, that our destiny is in our hands. Peter Obi is one man like you. So if you are waiting for Peter Obi alone to come and lead a protest before you can do what you would do, he's a man like you. If we come out, he will still join you. So if you are thinking we must wait for Peter Obi to come out and do, he's talking, he's doing his own part. He's an individual like you, just that he has an aura, he has passion, for the majority of Nigeria and decide to step out to say, okay, we can fix this problem. And he has never said he is the one. He said we, every time he's doing, he's running with Nigerians. So it's everybody office, not Peter Obi office. That is his word. So let us come out and do what is needful for our country. We must put ourselves as Peter Obi. Begin to see yourself as Peter Obi. When you begin to see yourself that you can lead the struggle, then let us move. It starts with one person. The story of the Sri Lanka we are making reference is one person that started. The Kenyan one is one person that started. And everybody step out to follow. It does not really mean it's going to be the sitting president then, or it's going to be the person who wants to come and become president. It's a citizen, the one that started in Egypt few years ago, that brought Egypt to where they are today. It's one individual, and they come together, and they make a step. Young people like most of you. So why are we just, it must be this very man? Well, he has opinion. He has his own right to decide. I will keep reminding us, this is one man. He's living well, he's not hungry. He is not hungry. We want to fix our country. I am in UK. If I have what Peter will be the resources he have, I will be happy for my life. But I want my country to work. If it works, some of us will come. There is no place like home. Most people in abroad will prefer to come back home and do much better. If we can be light in abroad, then we will shine very well in our country. So it is our collective responsibility for us to destroy the evil structure that is pushing us back. Stop waiting for one man. And we should be proud that Nigeria come together. Let us, for once in our life, elect a president of our own. That who will say, yes, you did not use your money to buy yourself. Tinubu won as a president, and he told us live that he worked himself into the presidency because he knows how much he spent. That is why he doesn't care. And he told you, I know you people did not vote for me. That is why he's doing whatever he's doing. Let us, for once in Nigeria, from 1999, we know it was rigging. No election that was free and fair. So for this time around, if we can elect our own president, so it's our collective effort. Let us not be waiting for this elite. They are not hungry. Peter Obi is not power monger. It's not someone who is coming to politics for what he wants to gain. It's just that he has started this step, he could not go back anymore. Do you know what he said behind the scene? How he's feeling? What he has lost? But politicians who are there for what they want to gain, they don't care about what they lost because they know one day they will secure the office and reclaim everything they have lost. But this man is losing a lot every day in Nigeria just because he said he wants to be the president to change the narrative. Nigerians, let us collectively fix our country. We can call the way we are doing and say, put your voice if you want to join us. It's for individuals to come. But we should not sit down and wait for him. Let us put, if you love Peter Obi, you know he can fix the country. Let us together make him our president so that we can hold him. We put you there. Thank you, Mr. Niger Watch.
All right, Mr. Alabo, I will also add you and Mr. Jonathan together in my final submission. Okay, Mr. Odua, it's good to have you on the show. Thank you, sir. Talk to us. 4 minutes. Good evening to you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Good evening, Mr. Njawash. Good evening, everyone. The panel, commenters, listeners, and viewers. I mean, diaspora. Good evening, everybody. Well, according to what people have been saying, that Peter Obi reaction or Peter Obi reply, that mean I want to advise Peter Obi. That is because I always hear in the, you always say, hello, can you hear me? Hello.
We can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, because this thing is disturbing. He always said that there is no wrong in borrowing. No, there is heavy problem and wrong in borrowing. Because this is a country go once said there is money. You don't know what to do with money. Today, the same country that they don't know what to do with money is now in debt. Then person will come out and tell me there is nothing wrong in borrowing. No. I know you know statistic in Bangladesh, in India, in this. That is not my problem. But my problem with you is there is heavy problem wrong, something wrong in borrowing. Because you have a food and your children are hungry. You yourself are hungry. That shows you are a lazy man because you could not prepare your food to eat and your children to eat, and your children could not prepare food for. That shows your family are tired. They are all lazy. So there is the country that you are using to give us statistic, they borrow money, they hold this. Do they have the resources that your country have? That is what you need to tell me. What did he call the country? I think whether Finland. The number of people in Finland, are they up to the number of people in Nigeria? The fertile land in Nigeria or the fertile land in Finland, is it up to the fertile land we have in Nigeria? The gold, oil, lithium, so on and so forth, we have livestock we have in Nigeria. Do they have such in Finland? If not, then why must you be telling me that those people have this thing, so we must also borrow money and be in debt? No. What you expect you to be telling people that these people have used your life and your children unborn to borrow money that you people will be suffering to pay. Not telling us that there's nothing wrong in borrowing. This is what we are going to be suffering to pay the debt that these people have put us. And we did not supposed to borrow money at all. It is because these people are not leading us well. That is why we are borrowing money. Because the law they have in Finland, you see that people pay tax. The governor, the president, the senator, whatever, they pay tax. You pay tax according to what you have. But what we have in Nigeria is these people now, these people want to elite themselves. The rich people who came to positions be using not enriching themselves. They now make we the poor people to be paying tax while they are using it to enrich themselves. So Peter Obi, I did not say you did not know statistic. I did not say you did not have good intention for Nigeria, but don't be telling Nigeria there is nothing bad in borrowing, because it is a person who don't have house or whose house is not close to him will go and stay in another man's house known as tenant. But when your house is close to your working place and you have a house and you are living as a tenant, that shows that that person is cursed. So we have all the resources, all the materials. We have the people who can generate money for us. But what we are seeing is that those people, because the problem we have is Nigeria, as the certain Nigeria claim too much to be educated. That is the real truth. We claim too much that we too educated. So that is why the few one who want to enrich themselves now go to position, they are using us to enrich themselves. When all these people are paying tax on all this whatever they hold, you will see that Nigerians, like Dino Milaya, want to use infinity, so on and so forth. If here in Europe that they will be giving heavy tax in all those cars, it will not buy more than one. You buy a car that is not remitting money to you, not remitting money to the country. When tax come to you, insurance, when they use different conditions to give you leverage, you will be afraid to spend such money. But you now use entire Nigeria money and dump it in your compound. Nigeria are not benefiting it, you are not benefiting it. So this is what is the problem that we have in Nigeria. Not that borrowing money. We don't supposed to be borrowing money at all. We don't supposed to be borrowing money because we have all the resources that we can live on. I said it is a shame, something that we are suffering of light. In Libya, I spent 2 years in Libya. We did not pay for light one day. The only place we pay for light small was when we were in store. But the house we live, we doesn't pay for light. It doesn't pay light bill. Is it not the same machines that generate light that we still generate for we to live on? If these people can be building houses upon houses, buying cars upon cars, why can't they have the mentality of we increasing NEPA power generation every time? So
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Mr. Oduwa, thank you, sir. You don't just pass your 4 minutes long time ago. Anyway, I appreciate every one of you. We've come to the end of this broadcast, and God bless you now. I want to thank everybody that came in today. Mama Esho, my brother Olumide, Black Panther, my brother Mr. Jonathan, Mother Patricia, Abdul Malik. Abdul Malik Idote, it's good to hear from you today. Give us a mandate. Mr. Alabo, Mr. Odua. I appreciate every one of you, my people. Today, we only receive one call from Tony Africa. But my people, right there on the comment section, I appreciate every one of you. Thank you so much. Mr. Joseph Oji, you super chatted me. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you, Madam Suberry. Thank you very much for all that you do. Always appreciate you. Appreciate you all. And thank you, Victor, Organic Boss. Thank you very much. And thanks, Madam Suberry, over and over again. And Ifeanyi, Anako, God bless you all. Mother of all Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy. I appreciate you for all that you do. Thanks for always being there.
Elvis, please, can I give my own final submission?
Yes. No, you don't give. I don't call you already. I don't like people jumping on my topic. Hold on, I'll come back to you, please. I'll come. Let me finish what I'm doing. Just mute that your noise within the corner. That's it. Thank you very much, Mother of all. Thank you, my brother Abu Azi. Thank you, Mother Peggy Modi. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for that you do. Wisdom Lucky and many, many others. I appreciate every one of you right there. Before I would say one or two things to end the show, Olumide, you have 1 minute quickly. Go ahead.
Okay.
Olumide, you have small things there. Just concentrate, please.
Thank you,
the noise is
thank you. So, for me, what I've gained from here today is the fact that number one, see, no matter all what we've said and how we've said it, how do we get a free and fair electioneering process whether you want reform or whether you want to reform the process or whether not the people you go reform or whether not aliens you go bring from another planet or we go on do the election or I mean our ancestors. Me, I don't know. How do you make your votes count so that the person you want to rule you is the one that will rule you? You understand? So that is the point we are at right now. How will that election not be rigged? So, but what we are missing is that if it is not going to be rigged, if it's going to be a free and fair election, it has to start with the smallest of all our elections, whether from local government, whether from House of Rep, whether from when you are beginning to rig and ignore all those processes, you are setting the groundwork for the presidential election. So all these by-elections that are coming up, that is where you should all be focused. Regardless of which state, regardless of which local government, we have to make sure that our electioneering process is free and fair. That is the only way you can attract people who are truly qualified to come and hold positions. You don't want to have a riffraff as a local government chairman. How will your local government develop from a village into that beautiful city that we are all going to abroad?
Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Your submission, especially this final one, it aligned with what we all are calling for. But meanwhile, I'd like to come in to quickly, according to Mr. Jonathan's submission and Mr. Alabo's submission at the end. I want to thank you guys, those of you that aligned with my stand. Regardless of how we express our stance here, Peter Obi still remain the best amongst all the criminals there. He better pass all of them. They don't have anything, against him. That's the beautiful thing about it. They went all the way now to calling out his own son, which I just posted the video just now about 20 minutes ago. For the past couple of days, they called his son names and all that. Deliberately refused to showcase or broadcast it here. But I'm happy the son have reacted, or rather responded. So the video is just right there. I've posted it. You can go watch it on Nigeria Watch immediately we end this show. Yes, they are doing everything to bring the man down. So for me, I'm with him. I stand by him because I believe he's better than all of them that is fighting right now to rule as president. But regardless of all that, like I said, if the electoral reform is not addressed by Peter Obi and many others, and before some of them, we satanic go come and say, Peter Obi want address him. But that make me say, I put all that agenda now. But remember that he's on the front line. If Peter Obi refuses to address it, then there's no need for most of us to be putting our energy into all these things. He needs to come out to address the electoral reform. Because now the same electoral reform now he failed in 2023. Not be judiciary fail Peter Obi. In case no, not be judiciary. Now electoral reform now he failed. And most of the things that I say electoral reform, INEC, most of the things that they asked INEC to produce at that time, he not produced many of them. So you cannot just get ready now and you are walking close to 2027. The same INEC is preparing and laughing with better expensive wine right now. They are drinking it. They are waiting for you. Saying, he say they come back. Okay, no wahala. We go show and pepper. It needs to be addressed. This needs to be addressed, to be honest. So I stand my ground, and I'm happy I have one or two who stood by it, by my submission. I'm happy with that. Peter Obi needs to address the electoral reform. Just address it. Tell us. All those people where they invite Peter Obi go left and right. I want to ask better question. I don't want to pay me for his side. To be honest, they want to ask better question. Go and find out most places that they invite Peter Obi come. Now, also praise. Many of them they praise. How can somebody want to talk to Peter Obi? If I use 10 minutes, they say, oh, you are the best ever. You are this, you are that. When the moderator is now saying, okay, your minutes is only now be done, before they'll now say, His Excellency, I want you to. What's wrong with us? Peter Obi is a serious-minded person. He wants you guys to be serious. Ask me question. Let me go back home. Not be by to keep her for 2 hours or 4 hours. Now we will take no, they ask question. I want to urge any other persons right there. I don't know where the other platform Peter Obi will be going anytime soon. Make una tell Peter Obi make address the electoral reform. INEC, to be precise. Address them. May tell us. All this one, all of now they say Peter Obi know what they do. Fine, but I'm doubtful right now. I want to know what did they happen. Since the rest no address them, satanic article refused to address it. Satanic ambition no address them. Even this, oh God, what I will call the people they said that ADC now. They no address them. May our principal still address them for us. Because I Nick, they beat us last time, my people. They go beat you and I again. You and I will end up fighting ourselves here. That's all I have to say.
Mr. Elvis, sorry, sir.
That's
No, you
all.
said you did talk.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me, sir? I'm actually the talking Hono. I'm actually don't tell us say na Nigeria now we never ready. In don't tell us say Mahmoud na corrupt person na INEC be the problem. So in the talk, he's been vocal about that one and telling us.
I mean, now only our principal not the talk am there.
I'm actually the talk. I'm actually the talk.
Now me the talk. So now only our principal not the talk am there, right?
No, even Atiku Abubakar, you know, say Atiku, those ones, our principal know the way they do it. That is why we must use our voice, let him speak, but not say, yeah, I can't carry people, go out to protest anyone. That one, I will still say Nigerians is our responsibility to do our own, not wait for him. But Atiku,
but that one not concern me. All those things, even now electoral reform, I'm not the call for any other thing. I'm not interested.
Atiku did not believe that they were smart Tinubu on rigging. So that is their own ideology. They believe in that they will manufacture figure from Boromu and every place.
I want to ask some people for a favor. Oga CM, Oga Jonah, I get message for a true black matter. Other people, when I get
Mama,
your name.
Mama, I need to go now. Please.
I know I just get message now. Made Black Panther. I better me reach out to these two people and check your email.
Okay.
Reply me, Black Panther. Thank you.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you. Anyway, I don't talk my own. I know say some of you know they like when I speak like this. If you don't want support this trend, maybe it will be address electoral reform. Well, not worry. You go keep all of us alive with good health. The way they call on ECBD every day, I will see they call on so many of you, your names for here. Because ECBD name now a celebrity name now, and they call them every day. Because it was part of the people that told me to be quiet with INEC, to be quiet with the judiciary, to be quiet with on the 29th of May or swearing in to the Tinubu. On all his statement all failed woefully. ECBD can't hide himself for his house as we they talk so. He hides. So I go still call some of you now. I pray may not be like that, but the way we are going, my people, is not a good thing to say that you've designed a structure that you will fail and you are still working on that same structure. The way we are going, it's not looking good though. It's not looking good. INEC go shook hand for our eye. And there I go leave them. I appreciate every one of you, my people. Now, we'll draw the curtain. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Fingers crossed, 7 p.m. Nigerian time. Try to go watch that Peter Obi's son's video.
Mr. Elvis, now you put them out now. That Peter Obi's son comments.
No, you are playing something, sir. You are playing something.
Oh, sorry about that. Now you put them out. See,
yes.
Maybe I listened to your final comment on it, the way he presented himself. They attacked Peter Obi, attacked the son. The son came out. He put out his own side of the story. How many times have they attacked, Tinubu? Which of his children
No, not Peter Obi, but didn't get power.
No. Even before Tinubu gets get there, even before, which of his children can articulately, in an eloquent manner, a child trained, well brought up, which of them can come out? You see, he said it. When they go low, you don't need to go with them into the gutter, because they have no reason, they have nothing again to bring out. And now the next thing is to be talking about.
You not see better Peking Peter Obi son. I respond better Peking.
Let's share it. If they, as I said, there's no need to go with them to that gutter.
Better Peking. Oh God.
I think the gentleman,
in fact,
make
I give
Peter Obi.
Naija watch.
Naija watch. Peter Obi for the may applaud Peter Obi. Peter Obi, now you and your son, I get that one. Oh. You build that Peking up. Yeah, God.
Naija watch.
Peking. Yes, sir.
That in Peking, now first class material for the same course where Papa read, now he read too.
Sir.
People don't look at like say na Dondi. Very intelligent person, Papa. He dey act for England. He dey act live like all those Shakespeare acting for England. Then he work with that. He dey sing again. The guy na multiple talented person though.
Now they know why made this man rule Nigeria. Now they know, and so this country we all sing, we all sing finish. To be even you where they support all these people where they make life difficult for us. So you within your heart, you don't already know say these people cannot do anything. But because of tribalism, hatred we get for either Igbo people or Peter Obi, I don't know what you get them for. You don't want to stand for what is right. Well, not worry. Thank you very much, everybody. Let's just move on. Let's continue to do our part. I just hope it will be addressed this electoral reform. If not, we're not going anywhere. People, I'm going to God bless you now. Good night and bye for now.
This is what we are living in this world, all of us today in motion. Everybody there in motion. Moving to our various stations. As we there in motion, make we do good to ourselves, yo. Make we do good to our neighbor. Before we reach our station, every walk gets paid. Every walk gets paid. Whether not good or good, nobody walk good. Every walk gets paid. Whether not good or good, nobody walk good. I make a dey fear my God. Whether not good or good, nobody walk good. I make a dey fear my maker. Whether not good or good, nobody walk good. Whoever will come and go on song, organize. My God, I make a fear my maker. gbapụtara ụrị n'ụwa mmadụ niile gbapụtara ụrị ya anyị ncha gbapụtara ụrị ya ka anyị agbapụtụrị anyị ncha bụcha ọnya enwere ka ọnya dị nwanne gị ebe ndị kala ya enwere ya na-ebute nwanne gị ebe ndị kala ya ebe ndị kala ya ụwa anyị bịara ihe anyị ncha gbapụtara ụrị ya mmadụ niile gbapụtara ụrị ya anyị ncha gbapụtara ụrị ya ka anyị agbapụtụrị anyị ncha bụcha ya ọnya ịmara ka ọnya dị nwanne emele kala ịmara ka ọnya dị nwanne emele kala emele kala ebute nwanne enweghị na-ebute osu aghara n'obodo enweghị na-ebute adịghị n'otu ụwa anyị bịara ije anyị ncha gbapụtara ụrị mmadụ niile gbapụtara ụrị ka anyị agbapụtụrị anyị ncha mara ka ọnya dị nwanne gị emele kala ya emere ka ọnya dị nwanne gị emele kala ya emele kala ya emere ka ọnya dị nwanne West Africa, general important. Chusokolie, glass dealer, Mike merchandise, electronics dealer. John Anyeye, Pia one them. Anyeye Toyota Crown, Woman. Yeti Bansa